Yeah, I support.
Rob's red coat. Rob's my favorite red coat. The only one I like.
Where was supporting the UK, supporting the US?
Good morning.
I just when they call me with usually with the Australia stuff, I tell them to go fuck that country. I mean, except Mad Spidey. He's okay. I tell you, I had to disagree. I was watching a video last night that I was agreeing with like 98% of it, and then there was one point I had to like call no joy on and say nope, I don't agree with. And it was a video on Gen X men and cooking, and it went into all kinds of things. And then there's a whole section of it was talking about barbecue, and including that like Gen X men have very strong opinions that are normally only reserved for politics when it comes to like gas or charcoal and this and that and this other stuff. But then it like said, and then there's Australia, and it literally like had the image upside down and then flipped it over, and then it's like, oh, they've set barbecue to a whole new cultural level. I'm like, really? No.
As you've stated before, which is perfectly correct. It's just grilling. That's all it is.
And again, it's what they kind of use the whole. Hey, so hold on. On that refrigerator, did I just see a Spider-Man upside down on your refrigerator?
There's no refrigerator here. I'm in my room.
Whatever that cabinet is, I don't know. There's a black cabinet.
Oh, it's a calendar. That's it. It's upside down.
Okay. It is upside down. I knew it about you guys.
Yeah, I've been busted. Yeah, no, I've got to work. I've got to work tomorrow, so usually I don't join when I've got to work tomorrow. But yeah, I'm like, Mark asked me. I'm like, I'll stay for a little bit. I've been working some crazy ass hours because the boss has been sick and we've got no staff, and I'm just like, fuck. I'm done. I'm so
with this world. They keep firing people and laying people off and all this other crap and bitching and complaining about they don't have any money. They make us work harder for less, and then they turn around and report record profits.
I'm at home, so I'm rocking old school.
Very good.
Today, like really old school.
Wow, I thought I only had the only one of those left in existence.
Yeah, well, I only have 2 mugs. I have like a million mugs at Beck's house, but at my place I have that, and I have a mug that I still have since my 18th birthday that says "Piss me off and pay the consequences."
Oh, well, it sounds like you need to get yourself a comics curing cancer mug.
No, that's at Beck's house.
Well, but no, you can get a 2026 one for your house.
Oh yeah, I could probably do that.
Yeah, see.
Is my am I spotty or am I actually okay? Because
no, you're good.
I'm hot spotting actually. So, but new phone, it seems to work a little bit better with the hot spotting. So, I'm going all right. So, look at Mr. Businessman up here.
Well,
with the phone and multitasking and.
I don't even do that. I even dropped the link. Look at that. Now there it is, and then I put that up, and then I can do this because I can manage.
I usually wait. I usually wait till about a month or 2 months before the big event in October, November, or whatever, or October this year, before I buy any new merch, so I can rock it during the weekend.
But you see, that's a great thing. Is like you don't have to. Look at that. Can I make this big? Can I zoom in?
I don't know, but I'd feel too much like Nikki Pancakes if I had something with X Manowar on it.
Yeah, well, that's right. You can always drink it from the other side.
Yeah, I just make sure I always hold it with the hand that's showing that.
Yeah, okay. $9.99 for a mug. I mean, come on.
Is it? Can you get it? Oh no, yeah, it has got the bigger size.
Yeah, we got the bigger size. It's an extra couple bucks, but that's because it's more material.
That's more coffee.
Yeah, exactly. A little thicker. The only reason I don't like the bigger ones personally is just because they're the bottoms of them are deeper at the underneath the mug, and it doesn't stay as warm on my mug warmers because I drink so much coffee. I have mug warmers all throughout the house to keep stuff. But yeah, you get that front facing shirt just for blokes that only want the logo on the front of the shirt. They don't like the back because the back is blank. I don't know anybody who likes their shirts like that exclusively. Do we know Mad Spidey?
This guy.
Right, designed just for people like you, and for all the rest of us, we can get the two sided, get the comics and cancel, so they can see you in the front, and when they try to sneak up on you from behind, you got Exo, Man of War, and Turok there protecting your backside.
Yeah, so that's not too bad because it hasn't got the pocket logo. It's got the logo across the front, so I don't mind that as much.
There you go. You get one of each. Very good. Excellent. We'll put you down.
Shit.
You can even get yourself the tank top.
I'm gonna need a cupboard just for fucking Comics Curing Cancer t-shirts.
That's the great thing. I do too. I have that. It's almost what I wear. It's like Fat Stack shirts, Comics Curing Cancer shirts, and Black Sheep shirts. It's like my entire wardrobe. Then you get the classics. You're all good. Mad Spidey, you checked it out.
Yeah, well, I got.
There you go.
I got a white one. I got a green one. I got a blue one. I got a black one.
Really?
I got the blue.
There you go. We got purple.
Blue Chad Shodel one. Even though, because I thought that design was on the front, but it wasn't. It was on the back. And anyway,
that's all right. We got purple. We got purple and black this year.
So I need a purple one. I'm not buying a pink one.
Unfortunately, most of the other colors didn't quite look right with this this particular, because of the different shades of pink and the everything else. Like, I couldn't do a pink shirt with it. It looked really off, and there's a lot of different things. So I was like, okay, well, we'll just keep it simple then.
The design's still got to stand out.
Even green looked weird. I guess there was a navy blue on one of them, but it was just one of those things where it was you look at when you're designing it, you're like, oh no, all right, we'll just keep it simple. Big shout out, by the way, to Richard Team Ohana Comics, who was the very first person to purchase one of the new shirts.
Well, he is a big supporter, like a few of us, or like a lot of us, and so yes. Oh boy!
But yeah, that was an exciting announcement, dropping that Bart Sears cover A. More announcements to come.
Yes, I'll be acquiring one of those, like I have done each year since the art book started. So I have my nice little collection going.
But sex appeal. The actually, it's all the covers. There's some good stuff coming. You guys are in for a treat. You're just gonna have to collect them all. That's just, it's like Pokemon, only better, because there are no Pokemon covers. That's my spoiler. I'm dropping that spoiler. There are no covers featuring Pokemon.
Darn it.
That we've told Rob about.
I do not, or thereby do not endorse any kind of Pokemon stuff.
How come suddenly Comics Curing Cancer?
Pokey Rob's secret job possibility. That's all I'm saying. Possibility, not promise.
It's a cover featuring nothing but clones of Pikachu.
I was going to say it's the Pikachu with Rob's face on it all over again. Oh my god.
Anyways, hey there, Mr. Paul Morales. Welcome.
Hope you are doing well, sir.
And everybody else who's watching at home or playing along, reading along with us in your book, you'll know it is time to turn the page when Tinkerbell rings her bell like this. Ding.
Oh, I thought you would have come up with better sound effect than that.
I'm not great at sound effects. I only ever remember from those reading books, it was either the Tinkerbell thing, or on the Star Wars ones, it was when R2D2 beeps like this. And
I think I had a Star Wars one as a kid, actually. I think I did.
It was the great fandom, and remains. Screw you, Harry Potter. And
I still have mixed reactions, because I remember when I started my first full-time job was at Toys R Us in the city, and it was the year that they re-released all the 3 1/4-inch Star Wars figures. It would have been 1998, I think it was 97, 98, somewhere around that. They did a whole new line. They re-released all the original ones in the new packaging, and obviously gave Luke Skywalker the green lightsaber instead of the blue one, and so on and so forth. And that they just went like they had to be, when Nightfill came around, it was every single night, every shelf was cleared out. Like they just went nuts over here. It was it was interesting times, but it was also the time that N64, PlayStation 2, and the Tamagotchis were all released all around that same year, and that was not a fun first full-time job.
I remember. Was it my first retail job? My first job was my first job working in retail. Yeah, would have been was later, but that was, I was working for Macy's department stores.
I have heard of them,
and I worked in what was called the cellar, and the cellar was where they sold. It was the not clothing part of the store, so it was like, most of the floor was like. Most of the store was like clothing and bedding and stuff like that, but the cellar had like kitchenware, pots, pans, small appliances, luggage, and then also had some electronics back in the day. And that was I worked stock for that, so it was kind of cool. It was much easier. I love, as far as like most of the rest of the store, like when you went to, because I remember we had to go help for Thanksgiving, get ready for Black Friday, or whatever, or after Thanksgiving sale. So we had to go. They had us all go to the other floors to help, but before we could help there, they had to teach us like how to fold the clothes, because it wasn't just that you folded the clothes. It was like, especially like jeans, every set of designer jeans or whatever had their own way to fold them, because you had to fold them in such a way that showed off the logos or whatever. And so I was like, oh my God, this would drive me bonkers, not just the constant folding, but having to fold a certain way type thing. I was so much happier just going, oh, we're missing a 2-quart pot. Great, I'll go grab a 2-quart pot and restock the shelf. There's no folding a fucking box.
Oh my God! Yeah,
right. Simon, I know you're a big enthusiast of 2-quart pots, but I have a quick question. Did you watch the Punisher special?
No, I'll have to watch it on the weekend, because obviously all the streaming stuff is at Beck's house, so I'll be watching it probably tomorrow night. I'll probably watch it. So I know I've heard most people are pretty positive, except for this supposed one CGI blunder where it's literally like a a doll or something gets thrown down instead of Frank Castle or something, and everybody caught it and saw it, and everybody's blasting it. But I don't give a shit. But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing it because I'm a big Punisher guy.
I never rate something based on its CGI. That's insane to do.
Yeah,
That has nothing to do with story or this or that. It was definitely unpolished. I caught it in the moment. I chuckled, and I just kept on moving. But yeah, I've seen a lot of people absolutely glazing it, like on an insane level. It's good. It definitely is. And I'm very Punisher biased, and I liked it a lot. But there's a lot that can be critiqued about it, especially the little antagonist villain. Every scene she's in, there's major editing blunders that had me cracking up laughing. It feels like an indie fan film production, but like a high-end one. Remember that Thomas Jane where he goes to the laundry? Dirty laundry, yeah, it feels like that exact thing, but just made in 2026, but not in like a negative way. Like I have nothing negative to say about that dirty laundry thing. You know, it was so well done. That's how this feels.
Okay.
But everyone like, oh, it's nonstop act. No, it's 27 minutes of Frank crying, which is fine because that's a huge aspect of Frank. You know, they're telling the story like, what does Frank do when he completes his mission?
And
what is it, Rob?
I was saying, and showing the complex stuff that drives and showing a side of this post-traumatic stress that impacts soldiers and combined with the traumas and everything else in the world. It humanizes instead of just making him some crazy vengeance killing machine necessarily.
Yeah, and as a Punisher fan, this is like why, like, when people reduce Frank down, like when you hear people talking about Punisher and they reduce him down to just this vengeance killer, it's like these are people who don't keep up with Punisher at all. Because what they did in this has been done in countless comics. The Thomas Jane Punisher movie, the one that most people know of, after he kills John Travolta and takes out his family, he has completed his mission. He goes back to his house, grabs a bottle, and he gets ready to eat a bullet. And he has that whole crisis of self moment and the flashes of his family and his kids, and he snaps back out of it kind of thing. That's what this special is. It's that scene for the John Bernthal Punishers, that moment kind of thing. And what comes next? Where the Thomas Jane one ended with him suited up with his car on the bridge, ready to, you know, like recognizing his family isn't the only family. I'm going to get vengeance for the other ones. It's that moment kind of thing.
That guy, that actor who's running a coffee shop, I was like, well, I couldn't help but not see Bubs. I mean, I was like, because that's the character he played in The Wire. Just like, freaking dude, he's still got. I was like, it's like Bubs just got.
Turns out he wasn't acting. He could really make a mean cup of Joe.
Well, he got healthy and got moved out of Baltimore and moved to New York and got himself a coffee shop. It's like he was the same character.
Hey, if you're good at something, you're good at something.
But
yeah, I'll check it out tomorrow night when I get the backs and I'm hoping I enjoy it because, you know, Punisher is one of my other favorite characters that I do like. So
I don't think there's anything to hate or
nothing to hate on
or
it.
strongly dislike about it. You know, there's things you can nitpick on if you want. There's things that sit there and say, okay, well, I wish they did this or type of thing. But I mean,
hey, Rob, if you get a chance when you go, just go back to it. Don't sit through the whole thing again. But when the little villain lady in the wheelchair rolls up to him in the commons area outside the apartment, the commons area is a depressed area. It's not level, it's depressed. And right behind him through that whole conversation, you can see that it's a curb. And when she says her maniacal thing, oh, I put out a hit on you and I doxed you, ha, and she rolls away, I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, in real time, I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, there's a curb behind you, be careful. Because she's in a wheelchair, you know? And then in perfect Disney lazy editing fashion, they pan out to a wide shot. And now you realize there's not only a curb behind her, she might be stuck in this depression area because the curb goes for as far as the camera shows. And they let her roll away for a long like scene of building drama or whatever. Frank standing there, her rolling away, and I'm thinking to myself, where the fuck is she going? There's no wheelchair ramp right there. She's just rolling straight to the curb, and they hold the shot until she literally gets to the curb, and then they cut the shot. I'm like, dude, what the fuck? They were supposed to cut that so much sooner, or like put in a ramp or something. It was hilarious. And at the end, when Frank gets out of the building and he's standing in the street and the riot's going on, he's looking at her parked on the side of the road, and she's staring out the driver's side window at him. And Frank gets, he goes to handle the other thing happening, and the car pulls off and does a 180. And in the span of less than 1 second, she switches from the driver's side to the passenger side, and she's staring out that window now. Like, I'm like, oh my God. I pointed out the Pops. He said, well, maybe it was in slow motion. The driver was just turning around really fast and flung her to the other side. I'm like, jeez. It was funny.
Oh, good. Freaky Louie says that little lady is Angela from Who's the Boss.
That's exactly what Sector said. We were talking yesterday. He said, I guess we know who the boss is now.
20 minutes of Bernthal crying and 30 minutes of him screaming at Ghost.
Dude, like I like the Ghost stuff. We have, you know what I mean? Like that just means you don't really care for Punisher stuff, because that's kind of like caked into him. That's like Peter being a photographer.
I'm just saying he was screaming at Ghost. So that's just all I'm saying. Although,
yeah, the sad Frank thing went on for a while. It did, but that's a huge part of the character.
There was one thing in there, and I don't know, because I don't read Punisher and I don't read Daredevil stuff. But were they intimating that he and Karen were like an item at one point?
No, she's just, if you go back and watch the stuff, she's the one that kind of connected with him. Not on a romantic level, but just on a personal level of trauma and loss. You know what I mean? He's just the only person since the Netflix Disney era that he's kind of confided in, beyond just saying, yeah, I'll go shoot some people with you.
Mm. She's the
only 10 minutes of a that he has.
Yeah. Okay. When he rocked up in season 2, yeah, that was.
I remember that stuff, and I was thinking that, but I was like, at the same time, I was like, oh, wait a second, are they trying to intimate that there was something there? I mean, but I wasn't sure. But cool.
Dude, what's funny about Sledge's comment above that one is Freaky Louie sent that same comment. I don't know if you commented that on my post. He goes, hey, at least it was an accurate depiction of NYC right now. That's hilarious.
Just from the Netflix series, okay. Yeah, and that probably best describes the relationship from season 2. When Daredevil was better.
You mean when it was good?
No, I still reckon
good.
that
season 2 Daredevil was the best in my opinion, like the GOAT season.
That last episode of Born Again though was pretty nuts. That was pretty full on, and I actually really I enjoyed the second season better than the first season of the Disney stuff, but yeah,
I did too. My thing with the Disney stuff is, like, if you look back on the Netflix stuff, you remember a lot of it. You remember like how things throughout the season made you feel. You remember what the characters were going through. We're talking about how Karen connected with him, like how Louis said, saw him as a human for the first time. That was meaningful, memorable, and made it into the Disney stuff. With the 2 Born Again seasons, nobody gives fuck all about any of it or remembers or talks about any of it until they try to honey dick you in the season finale so you don't shit on the season. They did it with season 1 with Wilson Fisk squishing that guy's head. They're like, dude, if we do something violent right here, right now at the end, people won't be trash talking the show. They'll be talking about that scene. We'll trick them with that scene. And they did the same thing. They like, oh, it's Daredevil. We have to do a hallway scene. Well, how do we do it better than Netflix? We can't just do 2 of them at once. Like I thought it was cool. I thought it was cool, but that doesn't make it a show.
Yeah, it's the shock and awe factor.
And people get tricked by it all the time. Wilson Fisk folded a guy on the corner of a hallway. Oh my God, this show is peak. No, that scene was cool as shit. The show was okay.
I said this when we were talking about Star Wars, when they'd all get excited about, oh, there's a battle, lightsaber battle. Okay, this episode was great. Okay, there's not. Now it's not. Okay, well.
Yeah, no, the lightsaber battle was badass. The show's still trying its hardest, and let's hope it gets there. You know, that's how I feel about the Starfleet Academy when I was watching it. It was like a roller coaster ride. I'm like, dude, this is cool. Now, why is that part of it? This is awesome. What? Wait, there can't be a fence there in a 3-dimensional space. Like I kept being like, cool, what, cool, what, cool, what.
Yeah.
And that's like that with a lot of stuff. I mean, I know like a lot of us are just hypercritical fans, and I recognize that. But I don't think that means you get a pass. I think it means you need to try harder. These are massive IPs. I mean, massive IPs. There's no reason for laziness with them. And can you imagine how many of us are on YouTube being hypercritical fans? If they hired just one hypercritical fan just to watch their shit before they released it, I think that's all you got to do. Like, you probably wouldn't have to pay the hypercritical fan. They would feel honored that you thought, like, okay, thank you for seeing my reviews and offering me a position to make the content that I love better for myself and other fans. Sure, I'll watch over it one time. You don't have to take my advice, but at least you want to hear it. Be the cheapest employee on the whole payroll.
They call those focus groups back in the day.
Yeah, but that's the difference. They still use focus groups, but focus groups aren't those hypercritical fans. You need a hypercritical fan that has the lore, that has the lifetime of experience of living in the fandom.
That's fair.
That's this super good point, Marcus.
Then what Mark really meant is they should just hire him because he's hypercritical and he knows everything.
It is a curse, Rob. It is a curse, but it's my cross to bear.
He's not, in other words, he's not denying it.
But he doesn't want anything to do with most of the Marvel properties anyway. So,
me,
yeah,
dude, if they're like like as much as I criticize, and it isn't just Disney, it's just primarily Disney because I think they got the worst track record right now. But as much as I criticize them, I still financially support the company. I still support the IPs that I like. I still watch them. I still talk about them. I don't feel like I give dishonest feedback. I mean, as much as like I get glazed over as just being called a hater for Disney, look how much stuff that I actually like praise as well. Like this Punisher one's the newest example. I call it as I see it. It's my opinion, and as Marcus knows, that's just as good as facts.
And not shy to let you know about it.
What's the point of being shy? We're on a social media platform for fandom conversations. This is the place to leave shy in the bedroom when you wake up. Ain't nobody logging on. Let me go watch this bashful content creator who rides the fence. That sounds fun.
That's the bedroom's a place to be confident.
Yeah. Yeah, good point, Rob. Just throw the shy away. There ain't nowhere.
I must be doing it wrong then. It's morphine time. Get it right, Burke Nasty.
That's right. Oh.
Yeah. The reserved reviewer. Can you imagine how boring that would be?
I thought it was okay.
You could just be like, deliver everything with super monotone, being very.
Everything's a 5 out of 10.
Yeah, everything's a 5 out of 10, and
you deliver it with the enthusiasm of an accountant.
Never recommend a thing.
That's right. Be aggressively neutral.
Yeah. It was good, but it wasn't that good. You should see it, but I don't know if you should.
Well, it was fine. Maybe, if you got the time, I definitely think that you might want to consider watching it to form an opinion of your own. You may or may not enjoy it.
That is totally up to you.
Yeah.
If you feel up to it, yeah. Oh shit. Yeah.
So about Nolan's The Odyssey. The Odyssey is getting so much conversation right now.
Perfectly honest, I'm not really that hyped about it. I probably won't even see it. I don't know. I'm kind of over the historical stuff a little bit. Or the period piece sort of style.
Although I did yesterday burn some movie passes to get myself tickets so I can go see Young Washington. I know it's probably not. It's a very limited. It's one of these event movies. It's only running for 1 week, and I'm sure it's not running in Australia because it's focused on George Washington, and it's running the week of Independence Day here in the States because it's all about the 250th anniversary of America and our first president, Mr.
250 years. Let's go.
So, anyways, I was like, oh man, I want to check this out. They go because it's got Ben King. Oh man, the cast on this thing. Hold on, like Young Washington. The cast. We've got Ben Kingsley, Andy Serkis, Kelsey Grammer, Maurice Lewis Parker. Just some big hitters.
It sounds like a cast of an HBO special presentation, and I'm not saying that jokingly. You know, they do a lot of those really high budget special presentations.
Yeah, well, it's a war biography, historical drama.
I'm familiar with it, but who's producing it is what I'm curious.
Yeah. Oh, producing?
Yeah, who's putting it out?
Let's see if I can. Let me go see. Young Washington.
Sounds enthralling. There you go. There's my 5 out of 10 review.
We go here to let's see. Director John Irwin.
Oh yeah, that's Steve Irwin's cousin. Yeah, I know him.
That's right. Production. All right, here we go. Oh, it's IMDb's blocking me on that shit because I'm not a fucking paid member. Jesus Christ Almighty! Why is everything behind a fucking goddamn paywall these days?
It's all about the money. It's all about the Benjamins. Ha ha ha! I think we're talking about founding fathers.
Upcoming epic war drama, founding father.
Oh shit!
Starring production company Wonder Project, Top 10 Productions, 2521 Entertainment, distributed by Angel Studios.
I don't need Benjamins on my American money. I need Spider-Man.
No, there you go. Get me pictures of Spider-Man. Got it.
Oh, so much weird, wacky stuff. I thought I had a
William
Wolverine
Frank.
one. Obviously not.
Mia Rogers. Anyways, I burned. I went. I burned the movie passes on that. And I burned movie passes for a special event for the anniversary for the Fifth Element coming back to theaters. So I'm grabbed myself some of those. Unfortunately, I'm busy this weekend, so I'm not gonna burn passes for the double feature of Top Gun and Top Gun Maverick.
The girl at work, they were actually doing that here. The girl at work, she went into the only like full IMAX screen in the inner city or whatever, and she went and saw the original Top Gun, and she said it's a bit hard to sort of watch, a plane going, across from like one side of a ginormous screen to the other. And I know it's an experience, but It can be a little bit annoying at the same time. But you know,
But hey, she went to go see shirtless men play volleyball in the IMAX.
she doesn't swing that way, but yeah.
All right, fair enough. Then you can go see shirtless men play volleyball on the IMAX.
Oh, that's what I was going to. How did the con was last weekend, wasn't it? The inaugural con. How did that go?
That went way better than expected. So so the haul was fine. I mean, I got a lot of books. I didn't pick up any like major books, in my opinion. Although Mark would probably argue that one of them was, but it was a good. I didn't know what to expect. So going into this thing is obviously it's the first con. They were doing it the same weekend as another con that's established. That's not, it's not right here in the same area, but it's also not far. It's like an hour and a half drive. So, and that was Lodi Con.
Still vicinity though.
Right, and so you're vying for the same local people plus everything else, and I'd seen a bunch of vendors that I know that were going to the Lodi Con, so I was like, oh man, and I looked at the floor map for Oakland Comic Con. The floor map was didn't look that big. There was like, and it wasn't that big, but it was a small space, but didn't have very many vendor booths, it looked like. And I was like, all right, this thing's going to be mostly like an artist thing. And it was probably about 60% artists, 40% vendors. And I went to, and most of them independent local artist type stuff, craftspeople, and a lot of independent comics and such. And I meant to bring with me one of my blank sketchbooks and have I figured since it was going to be that type of con, I'd have a lot of people like do little remarks inside my sketchbook or whatever. And I forgot the book at home, but when I got there and I started in the artist area because my buddy Scott Morse was there, and I was having him. I brought my copies of his book, and he ended up doing these massive full page hand drawings on the inside of the book, and bought some OA from him that we're going to donate to see Comics Curing Cancer. And when I got over there, I was surprised. I was expecting there to be like 3 or 4, maybe 5 comic book vendors, and there was probably a dozen, and that probably accounted for at least 50% of the booths that were vendor like the 10 by 10 or bigger vendor booths and stuff. So and there was a good variety of books. There was at least a dozen. So I was like really surprised by that, and pleasantly so. And so there was definitely a lot of positive vibes. Everybody that was there seemed to like it. They already have booked the next couple, the next year, and next year was printed on the back of the badges, so we know when the con is next year. So I'm excited to see where they go with it. It was very easy and convenient for us really to get in and out of. I mean, heck, the parking lot was like the parking garage. We walked out through a door into the elevator, and then bam, we were right there. And then they even validated the parking for the convention, so they covered at least half the parking costs. So,
that's good.
It was good. That video dropped Monday, my haul video, and then E-Man and I are going to go live at some point to do our joint review. The Odyssey is going to be an Oscar for Best Actress. The actress playing Helen is Best Actor for Elliot Page as Achilles. No actual, like this film. Okay.
Yeah. Billy. So, yeah. And that's always I've found it's probably this. It'd be the same anywhere, but that's the one thing I've noticed. Whenever there's like an inaugural show, like a new one, new runners or whatever like that, you always notice, or I always notice, the difference between the first one and the second one, how they've improved with like actually listening sometimes to feedback of things like, oh, the lines were not controlled properly, or they didn't have entry easy enough, and things like that. And that's what quite often happens with a lot of these inaugural ones. I remember that with that Collect Fest thing we had last year. That was just a farce. It was an absolute farce. And it was like the lines were all over the place. You paid like 3 times the price to get an early bird, and they only got in like 15 minutes before all the general public did. And they didn't spread the floor enough. Everything was too jam-packed. And yeah, it's like stuff like that I always notice, because I used to go, like, I don't go as much anymore, obviously, because I haven't got the time, but I used to go to, like, not as many as Simon does, but I'd go to all the major ones. I'd go to nearly all the small ones, and you would notice the differences from show to show.
Yeah, this was well set up and spaced and everything. The nice thing about it is that the guys who are running it have run other cons or been involved in other cons in the past. Specifically, WonderCon used to be up here in the Bay Area before it moved down to Southern California. And so they used to be involved in what, I guess some of them used to be involved in WonderCon and stuff. So they have experience running the big cons and doing whatever else. So, it was, like I say, it was super smooth. There had tons of staff working, from clearly marked areas like, okay, if you don't have your pass, here's where you can get tickets. If you have your tickets, here's where you can pick up your badge. You have people directing you where you need to go. Signage everywhere. Or people walking the floor clearly identified as staff there. There was an information booth right in the middle of the floor, and signs up for how to contact somebody if you're being harassed or this, that, and the other thing. And so it was really cool. And then around the perimeter, they had on the one half it was artists, but the other half it was like kind of the informational, probably like the somewhat charity type booths around some of the perimeter, where he had like the local library had a booth that was set up there, and one of them was set up there was the digital art museum or digital something museum, some digital museum, and they had basically set up. There was an Atari 2600, an original Nintendo, an original PlayStation. There's like all these old consoles set up for people, and they were working, and you could sit down and play them. And what was great was, rather than like have them set up where they were playing through like computer monitors or something, they were set up and hooked. They had brought legit CRTs and had people playing the games on the old school televisions that they were meant to be played on. So you got the original experience type thing. And that was like, I was like, that is dope. I think that is super cool. And
or could be played on, because you wouldn't be able to play any of those. If you hooked them up traditionally, you wouldn't be able to use them on a modern TV.
Not on a modern TV. You'd have to have various adapters for most of them.
Yeah, exactly. So, but no, that's actually really cool.
They can be a pain in the dick from N64 down, but N64 has the same hookup adapters as a Super Nintendo to a TV, and the problem is like those auxiliary plugs. Once you get to like 2011, there's so many more than just the 3 original, and they don't color line up. So I, being a 64 guy with my new TVs, I would sit there and have to like plug in one, turn on the 64, and keep trying to find the right combination of them, because it's not just red white and yellow. It's like blue and green and white and gray and secondary white.
That's because those are different inputs.
They are though, Rob, because I get them to work eventually. And from one TV to another, they were different in my house. But luckily, Alan, my comic Viking bro, he gave me this adapter, an HDMI adapter that I plug into my 64, plug in the adapter to an outlet, and then plug it into my TV, and I'm set.
Yeah, because the red, blue, greens are a component video. They separate the video from the image, from the black and white details separate from the color, versus the composite video. The yellow, the old yellow RCA plug is integrated video and color, or video, image, and color combined into one signal. Versus the RGB, which was broken out.
Yeah, when HD first came around, it came around before HDMI. Yeah, before HDMI plugs did, and they quickly.
HDMI was a later adapter that was developed to try to make a unified adapter between all your equipment, because the first attempt was when you had all the digital stuff on the audio side. First we had the digital fiber and digital coaxial cables, and then they switched. There's a short time, very small window where Firewire was.
I remember Firewire.
Yeah, 1394 was the connector of choice for
that was the new fast USB thing. And
exactly, and then that was replaced by HDMI, because HDMI could do video and audio all in one. So that meant you didn't need to have separate audio and video connectors. It made connecting equipment so much easier for the average layman, because they could buy one cable and connect it and be done, and not have to be, I have this jumble of cables, how do I make this work?
Yeah. And then you don't go through the thing that Mark just said, I'm trying to match up the colors in the wrong things. And that was...
You know how many... people trying to stick composite video cables into component video ports. Oh, I get image, but it's only in black and white. Yeah, because you're using a freaking composite cable into a freaking component video.
Oh, have y'all, talk about video games, have y'all watched Mortal Kombat 2 yet? Holy potatoes.
No desire to.
Not yet.
Dude, that's almost how I felt after watching the last one they did, but holy smokes, they cracked the code. It felt like it was 1995 again in the best way possible.
So I was passing out at parties in college?
Yeah.
Nice. What's up, guys?
In the 90s.
Yeah, how y'all doing?
Great. How are you, sir?
Doing well. Testing out a prototype hoodie for failureforce.com, so we'll see.
No, I don't support that. I don't support internationals.
I know, because dude, you know what shipping would be to get you? I mean,
I
there
know.
might be a way to do it. I don't know if Printify has printers in Australia, and I don't feel like fucking with it. So
yeah, they do.
Yeah, I don't feel like fucking it. I don't feel like trying to figure out Shopify integration for it.
Spidey's been able to purchase the the Shopify integration for Printify is a fee-based one.
Yeah, I know. I could probably figure it out, but if I knew more than like 3 people in Australia, I'd probably do it. But I'm not selling enough in the US yet either. So I'll take over the world here, and then I'll expand my kingdom.
And worst comes to worst, if I wanted one, I'd just buy one and just set and ship it to Rob, and then
there you
go out.
Yeah.
So
he could use it to wrap a comic that you'll just unslab anyways.
No, they're still sitting all there in the box since the Only Slabs appearance, so they have not been destroyed yet.
Fair enough. Now, if you got like I'm assuming your dream book's probably like an AF-15, right? Or like
I fucking oath I would.
All right.
I might actually get some decent views for a video for once if I did that.
I mean, yeah, because you'd be batshit crazy, so that would all make sense. Yeah.
I've been called that, and I've been called worse, so
yeah,
doesn't worry me. But yeah, we all know unless I win Lotto, that's not happening.
This is the hoodie. The design's available on T-shirts right now, but not on hoodies yet, because I need to run this thing through a few wash cycles and see how it stands up and all that before I commit to.
And don't let it end up like my my Link Squad hoodie, where it literally everything just peels.
Yeah, that's
off.
the problem. Hoodies are hard to print on because like the fabric's different, and so like they just use the same shit usually as like a t-shirt, and it doesn't work out well. So I've tested a bunch of hoodies and I have not found one that stands up. So
well, it's funny you say that because I only have the two. I have the Link Squad one, which I think maybe 4 or 5 washes and it was done. It was just peeled and shit. Mark's has gone through more and it's still 100% fine.
Well, there you go. I'll have to figure out what brand he's on. So
I use Teespring T-Dubs. That was the old version of Teespring.
The brand of hoodie is more. I'm more concerned.
Oh yeah. You got to ask Simon to check the tag on that. I don't even own one of my own hoodies.
Yeah, I don't know which one it is. Hello, Caroline.
Have you guys heard of Spider-Man? He's so cool.
Where is the? I think it's just D. Yeah, let's have a look.
Sorry, there was a weird beeping in the house. I was trying to figure out what the hell was beeping, and then just as I thought I was getting close to it.
That's called a smoke detector, buddy.
No, it wasn't that kind of beeping.
Oh, it's the good brand. It's Gildan.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, Gildan's good stuff.
Yeah, that's what this is. So we'll see how it holds up, and then maybe I'll add them in the fall.
Yeah, because it's still as I said, that still looks like I bought it from day one.
Nice.
And that's gone through probably 10 washes at minimum.
Cool.
Views are tricky. You got to get lucky sometimes, or
it's an algorithm.
I fused her DNA with the spider.
Nice.
Aggressively for
that. There's already a spider cat.
Then when I squeeze her, silk shoots out. Yeah. JK.
I mean, that makes sense.
She's a little spider bitch. I love her.
By the way, if anyone in the U.S. wants to adopt a beagle, there are a shitload of them in the Wisconsin area that are a hot mess. So,
what?
Glowing endorsement.
Well, no, they busted a breeding farm that was using science beagles for science.
Yeah,
and there was 1,500 beagles in the
1,500.
Yeah, and they're whoever adopts them is going to need patience because they've never seen grass. They've never been out of their cages. They all that kind of stuff. So
yeah, they're going to be potty trained and
they'll be people trained and learn not to shit themselves and sit in their own shit. And I mean it's. Oof. So
yeah, fortunately, dogs are generally pretty resilient. That they do require some patience and some kindness and stuff, but man, they'll turn around.
I mean that's the hope. I mean, they'll probably a lot of them will probably have issues for the rest of their life, but they're generally sweet and they'll some might need diapers forever, but they're good dogs, I guess. So
yeah, but
anyway, science.
They're getting spread around the country and stuff, and the different.
A lot
of what are good dogs?
Beagles.
What?
Oh, they're rescue beagles from a science facility that are all.
They're good dogs. You just have to put up with their horrendous barking. Holy shit!
Yeah, well,
these ones were not as loud, not as vocal because they were probably.
They're still vocal. Trust me, Fat Stacks. I've worked above a dog lab and it's miserable. And I don't like thinking about it. But yeah, it's something that happens and it's not something that I enjoy at all. And it's really why I've chosen never to do it. And
that's
because it's
one
hard.
of the reasons I'm not in that industry anymore either with the clinical research testing and all that. Because
heartbreaking for me. And I can't. I can, you know what? You give me a cell line, give me human cell lines all day. I diddle with them.
That's what I was saying. That's why I love Taylor, because he'll sign a human up in a heartbeat, but dogs, I'm out. Hell yeah.
Dogs are great. People suck.
Humans, but when it comes to the little animals, it's not sensual.
Exactly.
Yeah. So it just, for me, it's a hard thing because I see a utility and I see a futility. So it hurts either way.
I say we use Australians.
I understand the utility, but it's also like an easy utility because it's been convenient for the people. So there's other utility I think that you could utilize. I'm not a scientist.
I would say billionaires, but apparently that's something bad.
Eat the rich.
They're so full of fake things anyway that they'll skew the results.
Yeah, seize their assets and spread the love.
They're all cloning themselves, right? So we can just experiment on their clones.
Nobody gives a fuck about them. And you know what? It's like, you know who's going to have a hard time? They're fucking little kids they yeeted out and kept hidden from everybody. Because good luck finding friends for them.
A lot of them got dumped off the coast of an island.
Yeah. Yeah, that's where their beagles go.
Yeah.
Fucking assholes. Woo!
What's up,
So
Brian?
anyways, how about let's form our own government? Oh, actually, let's acknowledge that any kind of agency that you allow outside of yourself, you should watch out. You should watch out about that.
Lord of the Flies was a documentary, so I just don't trust any people.
Yeah, Piggy with the conch.
Yeah.
Didn't work, Piggy. I got you. I got you in your little glasses too, you bitch.
I'm waiting for somebody to come up with the Piggy Shack variation in the chat.
Oh God!
You know what?
There's enough of them.
Can we write like a what if Piggy lived?
There we go.
Like that, I'm down for a comic. What if lived? And just kind of think, what happens.
I watched an interview with he and Matt Fraction the other day, and like Chip's got this whole grand idea of like rewriting all these classic novels to like fix the last page of a book, or like make Lolita age appropriate, or like just would
it even be the same story to make Lolita age appropriate?
That's the whole thing. His whole idea is just to change one detail in the book to like really fuck with everything. I think it'd be hilarious.
But so the thing is that Nabokov, him making Lolita was him making a mockery out of all of those romantic authors because they were so gross and they did do those things. Like Percy Bysshe Shelley, no, not him. Because isn't that who was married to Mary Shelley? Was Percy?
Sure. Nobody remembers him.
Anyways.
Oh, he had something for Frankenstein too. His whole thing was on the last page. It's like it's okay if you call me the doctor's name. That's
the thing. So the thing is, Frankenstein, that's about Frankish Judaism. That is about this system that's in place by the Hollywood elite now. That movie Frankenstein was based on the originating family. Like read the I think I have him like the heresy of Joseph Frank, and he's the one that created this shit. And Rothschild was one of his little.
Superman was based on social justice and struggles into Jewish cultural heritage too. So Bal El, Cal El, whatever. All right. The House of El, the House of Gods. Yeah, but comics have never been woke.
Yeah, never. Ever.
Happy Friday, everybody.
It's too late for me. I've worked too many hours.
What time is it on Saturday? In foreign land?
Nah, it's 10:30. But I started at I got to work at 6 o'clock this morning. So
what the hell do you do? I probably should know this by now.
Hey, Jeremy, mystery.
I work for an electrical wholesaler.
Oh, gotcha.
And I told you, Jeremy's.
That's shocking.
So I deal with electricians all day, every day.
Oh, I'm sure they're great to deal with.
Yeah.
Some of them are.
Yeah.
Some of them I'm sure are quirky, and some of them are pretty fucking rigid, I can imagine.
I'm going to create content for Tuesday today.
Will you pay me for I'll pay you Tuesday for a hamburger today?
No, Taylor, for you for the Tuesday show. I'm creating content today.
Oh, there we go. Jesus.
I'm going to go to the doctor.
All right.
Get some labs done.
Well, make sure you bring it up because Eddie loves talking about nothing but himself. So
I'll tell you one better, Caroline.
Oh, nice.
What is it, Jeff DeCal? No, I wanted to get a Jeff DeCal from the Journey into Mystery run he did because some of the art from that is my favorite, and excuse me, want to get him to sign it.
Here's my
That is amazing, Matt Spidey, and I am a little jealous.
Yeah, this is my unpopular opinion, and I don't care. Yes. That I realize the significance of that Hulk issue, but it's an ugly goddamn cover.
I want that. I have not had that, and God, $34 is cheap too. Honestly.
Oh no, I didn't pay that.
Well, I would have paid it.
I paid more.
I'd pay $34 for it.
It's only because it came from Canada.
I'd pay $40 for it. Shit. 50.
But yeah, no, I've wanted this issue for the longest of time, but I've refused to pay what it always goes for over here, and I finally got it under that price, and I went, I will take that, thank you.
Nice.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah,
it's
a significant book. I hate that cover.
Sorry. Yeah, that's a fun book. I got a couple of earlier Jeff decals that I want to bring to Heroes Con so that he might bless them with a kiss of his signature. Kiss it with that ink, bro. But yeah. And then look at this Art Adams that I found that I kind of low-key want him to sign because it's fucking awesome. And it's my girl, Jean Grey. And he poked her. He goes, "Tag, you're it." And she goes, "Oh!"
I love his classic X-Men covers are great.
Oh, bro. There's some freaking fire ones.
Yeah.
So
I love Firelord too. He's one of my favorite.
Yeah, Firelord's gnarly. He's
one of my favorite heralds.
Yeah. Firelord's cool.
His classic X-Men 1 cover is like one of my goated covers of all time.
Yes, I have it too.
Nice.
Got me a little.
There you go. That looks like a straight lift from a Jungle Comics from the 50s.
It's Shanna, and it's Ramita covered.
Oh yeah, I know, but it's just like the actual pose and everything looks like it was he swiped it.
Oh yeah, yeah, sure. I can't imagine that he would. This is like all they were.
Yeah.
So go, Ramita. Go on, Ramita. You could do some good girls.
I still do not own one issue of Spidey Super Stories, surprisingly
They're
enough.
hard to find.
I want the Thanos copter one.
It's getting hot in here, baby.
Oh my God, this guy with all that liquid hot magma. We got a volcano of comic
Don't show Mark
treasures
this.
ready
That might
to
show
erupt.
up on Guess That Keys one of these days, but that was my most recent pickup.
Okay, nice. 1 million.
It's the first appearance of Tor.
Oh shit.
Tor.
I'm woke. Billy Power Max is proclaiming he's woke. He's already woke up.
There
He's got a coffee.
you go, Spidey. There's got the
Thanos copter. No, is that yeah?
That is cool.
That's not the first Thanos copter though, is it? No.
no.
Oh, I love Jack-o'-lantern. I don't know what. It's just I just like the design. That's a pricey. That's one of the priciest books in the run. I know that much.
Yeah,
you should see the
number one.
really bad horror movie Pumpkinhead, and you'd have basically the same thing.
Where's
Yeah, you just don't stumble across them much over here. But I know Electric Company was more of a very predominant American thing too.
Yeah. You don't stumble across much here either, because like they were kids' books and they were just beat to piss, So
you don't find them in high grade very often now.
Yeah.
Beat you to piss.
Which everybody knows I don't give a shit about high grade. So.
This will be the Lady F book. She likes this stuff.
Beat you to piss.
Nice.
Yes, sir. Ah, I'm so scared. Look at them tentacles, bro.
That's right.
Thing on the roof. Oh, G-Man would himself for that. He loves.
Oh yeah.
He's a Lovecraftian fool.
They really should.
No, I've got a Caroline book.
Oh wow, look at there. Yeah, both of you guys. Oh man. Oh shit. Yeah, that's a fucking it's a hate monger. What a dick. Throwing his hate mongering. Look at it.
One of the KKK issues, I think.
Yep. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. It's from like 19 through 22. That's probably issue 21 or 22.
This one's too beat up to do anything with, but there's my Surf Nazis Must Die cover.
Yeah.
Not really, but yeah.
Sorry.
No, I don't need to be. It's fine, dude. There's nothing big. It's just I like the
Oh yeah,
yeah. Cover detached, split to hell. Seller didn't disclose it. Good times.
Oops,
You
sorry.
watch Elliot Page play Martin Luther King.
I meant to menu. Sorry. At the newsstand.
Oh, Roger. Look at you. Look at you, Mr. Fat Stacks. Moving on up.
Some fun stuff. That was there's some stuff from the Oakland Con.
Oh yeah, I love those. Oh, look at you, buddy.
Of course you did.
Look at him. He's got his little stack. He's excited.
It's a fat stack.
It is a fat stack. I covet thine fat stack. Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's fat stacks.
Oh, I covet my own.
You covet your own fat stack.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Did you guys see the Alex Ross covers for JLA Avengers 3
and 4? No. Well, no, I didn't. No. I know. I just saw the Perez ones where it's all the characters.
You mean there's different variant covers besides Absolute Batman? I didn't know that was or Transformers. I didn't know there were.
Are you trying to be funny?
Facetious? I would never do that.
Funny.
Sarcasm is not a language I understand as a Gen Xer.
I see what you did there.
They're speaking their syntax now.
Yeah,
they've gone past me. I've lost.
I don't think Gen Alpha will understand the sarcastic code of friendship.
Again.
Yeah, sometimes I feel bad when I'm talking to some of the younger generations and I talk to them normal. I think
and then try
when I'm being friendly and they think I'm a dick.
Yeah.
It's like
yeah, all like they don't realize that like giving each other extreme amounts of shit is a term of endearment. Or
that's right.
Yeah, they don't get that, and so I think they don't get that.
Talking to you, don't you understand? That means I'm like you.
I'm tolerating.
Or at least tolerate you. Yeah.
Right. Exactly.
I'm making fun of your horrible life circumstances. That means we're bros.
Exactly.
Shared pain.
You don't understand adult humor when you've lost your soul.
Yeah.
She punched me. She must like me.
That's why people under like 40 don't like my shirts. So that's not the only reason, but yeah.
I just don't care. You know, it's funny now because I think the young kids, like if I'll wear like my, melancholy and the infinite sadness shirt and it's fucking tattered, and like the young kids will be like, "Oh, I like them," and I'm like, "That's cute."
Oh yeah, that's how I feel every time I see some young kid wearing a 9 Inch Nails or a
Nirvana. You're just like, okay.
Or
name 4 songs.
If I see some freaking young kid, 20-something-year-old at the mall and they're wearing a Bauhaus shirt, well, please.
Over here it's like it's like an 18-year-old kid wearing Black Sabbath or AC/DC or something like that, and you're like, do you even know who they are?
So that's a little more acceptable.
Well, AC/DC in Australia, I think I would be fair. I think that you're required to learn about AC/DC in preschool, aren't you?
Well, and Sabbath here is really big. Like, I don't know. I've seen kids wear Sabbath shirts since I was in grade school, and they haven't stopped. Like, I don't know.
I saw somebody like
my friends didn't see Sabbath when they were kids. It's
somebody
like
at my age put a selfie up wearing a Nirvana t-shirt, and like young people in the chat and like on the comments are trying to give him shit, and he's like,
he's the one that came to concert.
I was in fucking high school. You guy, like,
this was my fucking.
This is my music. Like,
right. I was there.
I'm just wearing it because it was a band shirt I found in my drawer. I'm not wearing it ironically. You.
Yeah, exactly. If I were wearing an ironic thing from like I'd be like a Britney Spears tee, or
And that's okay.
I would have seen you more as a New Kids on the Block, but
yeah, that's fair.
Well, let's see what would I wear for irony nowadays? Maybe a Spice Girls t-shirt. I would definitely wear a Spice Girls t-shirt.
Oh, you'd definitely be one of the girls.
Oh,
how about Vanilla Ice?
Vanilla. I don't think I could go there yet. I'm not that bold. Yeah. I would still wear my Ninja Turtles t-shirt though.
Nice.
Like, I don't have a problem. Like, I don't have any, but like as a child, I had a little Ninja Turtles outfit where it's like I had some green shorts and a green shirt, and it had like my turtle body. It showed like I had a turtle body, and so like And so, awesome. For kindergarten, like class pictures, everybody, they had dressed up their children in like dresses and shit. And I wore my Ninja Turtle outfit because that's what I wanted to wear. My mom wasn't gonna tell me otherwise that day. And so you see a bunch of kids in their like Sunday's best, and then you see a Ninja Turtle.
Oh, now turtling means something totally different.
Well, yeah, turtling means something cool there.
I got a picture somewhere of my youngest. It was really into elephants for a while and had an elephant costume and for Halloween one year, but then like would wear that elephant costume for playing. And there's a picture they had all, I don't know, must have had like nearly 24 stuffed elephants plushies and had lined them all up and then got in line with them and was like doing the elephant parade thing and stuff.
I love it.
And what was really crazy, completely unprompted, was they had one elephant that had red, white, and blue paws and I think a vest, and she named it Reagan. I was like, oh wow.
Wow, Reagan the elephant. Interesting.
There you go, kid.
That's Delato. I'm like, dang, when I saw that, I was like, go on, Delato, getting a little experimental with your painting.
There's nothing at all BDSM about Catwoman.
Not a single thing, so I don't know what y'all are talking about.
Yeah.
At all. This like
practical outfit for breaking in.
A 24-year-old little rock music, and he said he never heard of Grateful Dead.
Probably a bit too old for a 24-year-old.
Thank God. That means Grateful Dead might finally be out of the zeitgeist.
Well, Grateful Dead is one of those bands where I think that they're big. They're also not big at the same time. They're like one of these big kind of like underground bands type.
Their merch is bigger than their music. Their merch is definitely bigger than their music.
Yeah. Frank Cho, you're rocking my world. Cats plus Frank Cho, yes.
Frank Cho, I always liked his I liked his run on Harley covers and stuff. Like, is it just because like he drew women with
bodies?
Yeah, real bodies. And
he makes women womanly.
Yeah, he also unfortunately is he's also a dirty bastard, and his commissions are
hilarious
out there.
I don't think he's a dirty bastard. I think he's a cheeky bastard.
Well, tomato, I suppose.
Yes,
maybe that. Did someone say Frank Cho?
The correct word I meant. That's a great donation for C3. I appreciate that. Get out of it. Get out of it.
I will put my art folders away then.
A lot of those comic guys are dirty old bastards too. Like Mark Teixeira did a whole lot of stuff for like Penthouse Comics, and so did Adam Hughes. I mean, Adam Hughes always kind of knew.
No, the dirtiest bastard is Tim Vigil. Have you seen some of his stuff?
Oh yeah. You can buy Faust 1, 2, 3 on my eBay right now. Speaking of which, anyway.
Yeah. What print?
Volume 2 first print.
Oh, I know Caroline likes that one because she loves he said Rubik.
Oh.
Nice.
Bro, did I show you my freaking Rubik original art? Yeah, I did.
Yeah, pretty sure you did.
Yeah. Because you were nonplussed because you're like, I have a million.
I still love this piece. It's not a very well-known artist. Oh my god, it's stuck in there. It's like full done on actual canvas. And I know Robert liked that.
Damn.
It's by an artist named Colton Worley.
I will accept it.
Because it's $20.99.
That's right.
Yeah, this is my big ass folder that doesn't fit in the normal folders.
Do you put it in a smaller folder so it's a folder inside a folder?
Folder inside a folder. Daniel Gover. I love this piece. Oops, I should get more pieces done in the rain, but obviously I'm not doing art anymore. So, but
the one thing I thought Remedial Junior did
that's
nice
enough.
Rain covers.
Come on, go back in there.
Get in your hole. Why won't you get in your hole?
Go in the hole.
Exactly. That's your home. Get in your hole.
What was the name? The guy's name, Gunnar McAllister or something? or Gunner, Shooter.
Shooter McGavin.
Shooter McGavin.
Shooter McGavin. Those fucking names, man.
Ooh, 2099.
Yeah. Look at
Oh
this.
shit! I haven't showcased that yet. I should showcase that. Like David Mack.
It's like the reason Mad Spidey has his own place and doesn't just live full time with Beck is so he has all this space for all these things he's collected.
That's why. Yeah, everything is literally, well, nearly everything is here. Oh.
It's because she won't let you move all that shit in.
Yeah, you might have like a square inch of wall space behind you. You should do something about it.
Well, that's what the that's what the ongoing joke has been with my mum for years. Is like that I'd have to live in a warehouse.
That's why like when all the sad lonely comic collectors die, then the storage units get busted into, and
I'll give you $500 for that unit, and there's like $1 million worth of shit in there. Yeah, they would have a field day with my stuff.
You just have to build yourself an outhouse. I mean, a shed.
They'd be like, "Why the hell is none of this slabbed?"
What we need to do is we need to send White Gloves out there to you so he can project manage your own warehouse building, and then you can have a white Gloves compound where nobody knows where you're at. And
no animatronics though.
Yeah, well, I don't know. That's not. You might have to agree to that as part of the contract.
Ooh, maybe I should acquire a retired ICBM silo and then convert it into my comic vault.
I'm listening. Like a hangar. Ballistics missiles hangar.
Hangar, just a silo.
Okay, fine, but see,
kind of hole in the ground with all the living quarters and stuff that were
underground compound. I'm thinking underground compound in the desert, close to the military bunker.
Well, they were typically in the Midwest, so you could find some like in Montana and Nebraska and stuff.
Or Colorado's got a few of those.
Yeah, just get a retired Minuteman 3 or something bunker or silo and set up my entire collection and
perimeter. And then I think I like CCR. I listened to CCR yesterday. My dad.
Then when I die, you can just close the lid and bolt it, weld it shut and say, okay, well, there you go. He's in his tomb with his books, everything he wanted. He's going to the afterlife. Then go hang with King Tut, I guess.
Your sarcophagi.
Yeah.
The fat stack
as opposed to a sarcophagi.
Yeah.
I would invest in this.
We could create a necropolis, a comic community necropolis. We bury all of our bodies, and we could have all of our tombs. How weird and fun!
I think then I could take that silo and I could turn it into a comic shop too, and we could call it like I don't know, Atomic Man Comics or something or
something ironic.
Fat Boy, was it?
Oh, Fat Boy, yeah, Fat Boy and Fat Man or Fat Sex.
Man? Was it like Fat Man and Little Boy?
Yeah, Fat Boy and
Jake and the Fat Man. I don't know.
No. The names of the bombs that were dropped. They named the bombs that were dropped.
Oh, yeah.
I think it was Fat Man and Little Boy. I think, but I'm not.
Anyways,
you gave them cute names to the public. That was marketing, people. That's
Yeah, give it a cute name for something that's going to kill millions of people.
Yeah.
That's Capitalism. The irony of the fucking military. They're not very ironic.
I love the music conversation that's happened at the same time here, too.
It's Fat Man and Little Boy.
I tried to go to Shooter McGavin, then I went back to the music, and then...
No Fleetwood Mac on that list? You guys are sleeping.
Well, they're not... He's saying the best American, what are the biggest American bands? Oh. So I honestly, as a person of the South, what is that, Skinner?
Oh, God.
Fuck off. I'm just fucking with you.
I know.
I mean, as a person from Wisconsin, I have to say the Violent Femmes because they're like the only band from here.
Dude, I have their fucking...
And Steve Miller Band.
I have the best hits of Violent Femmes in my like car playing. Like
It's
in
they
my-
only that's the same. It's like one album. It's not. There's like 4, but they all sound the same.
I like
Oh, Bay Area, we get the claim, although they're not originally from here, but they made it their home, Metallica, and we get to claim Green Day.
that's cool.
I saw Green Day in concert.
Well, we actually get to claim a
Well,
whole
right.
bunch of people came out of San Francisco, but
Okay.
and
As long as we can agree that the worst American band of all time is the Eagles, and then we're good.
you mean the worst big band? I don't even know if that's true, but
I don't know, man.
I'm with Jeff. I'm with Lebowski. I just hate the fucking Eagles, man.
Just hate the fucking Eagles.
I'm indifferent.
Blue Oyster Cult wasn't bad, bro.
I can do without ever hearing them much again because I've heard, like, especially Hotel California too many damn times, but that was because when I used to sell stereos, people didn't, when they'd go to different stores, and you're trying to sit there and they're trying to compare speakers, and they for whatever reason wouldn't bring their own music. And so I learned pretty quick when I'd shop the competition that every store you went to, music speaker shop, somebody had Hotel California. And the acoustic version of it was on a high-end sound system, really sounded, there was lots of different sounds that you could really hear and point out different things to differentiate between a high-end speaker and a cheap piece of shit speaker. So it was a piece that you could take people, you could teach to do some education, and if they were going to go shop around, you could say, great, when you go to the shop, if you don't already have a copy of this, have them play the same, somebody in the shop is guaranteed to have this, have them play this same track so you can compare
Damn.
apples to apples type of thing.
The interior art on these is fucking fire. These X-Men Origins. I'd always wanted to get this one, and I just opened the fucking first page, and like the fucking interiors are gosh dang beautiful. Gosh dang beautiful. These are the interiors, people. Look how hyper realistic.
Mike Mayhew, by the looks of it.
Yeah, he's doing all the interiors, and you know what?
You speak hyper realistic.
Mommy really likes it.
I just got done. Last night. I started to put on. I stumbled across a Flash Gordon animated show. Look, a webtoon or something that somebody's put together. It was kind of like using like Fanimation.
Was it Defenders of the Earth?
No. It wasn't a comic. It was an animated series or a show. And I was just blown away by the animation graphics. At times, the people just looked like almost real. It was so crazy. I was like, it was really good. I wish I could remember what it was. I'm probably never gonna. I started watching like the first 15 minutes of it, and I was like, "Oh, I'm too tired. I got to go to bed," and then I'll probably like never find it again, knowing YouTube.
Oh.
You can save for later, Rob.
Now when I'm on my Roku, it's hard.
That's fucking all right. Now I want to get all of these. These are fucking beautiful.
Yeah, he does some nice art.
I got this for $2, and like it's always hard to find this one. To me, it's hard to find this one because people price it up like more than $5 to $10, and it's like I don't want to pay that, but $2. Yeah.
Wow.
Laugh at me. You laugh at all you want to.
Well, Mark's. I know Mark's doing stuff. I don't know what's going on here, but in about 5 minutes.
He's fingering.
5 minutes. I got to run to a meeting. I don't know if you'll keep it running.
Yeah, you're good, man. I'm literally just like 1 foot away from my phone. It's just leaning on this wall. Yeah, I'm just right on the other side with my phone right here, bathing a dog.
Sounds good.
Euphemisms.
Check out this.
And I really should go to bed because it's almost 11 o'clock and I've got to work tomorrow. So
The nicest Mark Jewelers I have.
I will See you during the weekend, maybe.
Take it easy, Simon.
See ya.
Yeah, just
Nice.
Aside for those corners, yeah.
Issue 37 by Mr. Neil Adams. The only issue he did everything on. You're like, and I don't give a fuck.
I love Neil Adams. I just don't really care much about Mark Jewelers.
Do you care about fist coming to your butt?
Yes.
I don't. As long as it's not the iron fisting.
It's coming in February, so just watch out.
Well, at least somebody.
Better than
is.
a 5-finger death punch.
Oh, good golly, Miss Molly. 6 a.m. I get that. Supposedly they're supposed to finish the roof today, Taylor.
Oh, about time.
Well, I mean, everything is done on the roof. They're really just fixing 2 rafter tails that need to be repaired due to some damage. But
8 tracks.
that tracks.
Nice.
Hold 8 tracks. Tammy Wynette.
You should try to see if you can order that. Meanwhile, Taylor's going to try to order the 100,001 Roman soldiers.
Yeah.
And
I'm going to Sea Monkeys.
Oh, Sea Monkeys.
Oh,
I'm
Sea
going to
Monkeys
send a photo in to have it enlarged.
There you go.
What's that? The Sea Monkeys or your pro prostate?
And then I'm going to get everything on this page.
You're going to get prizes.
Yeah.
Who's got the
fast-selling American seeds? I tried that actually. Didn't sell
No,
a
this
single
is
packet of seed.
People didn't want your seed.
No. Still true to this day.
Oh man,
super buff.
I wish I was a kid in the 70s.
I miss these kind of ads when they thought comics could actually improve your life. Ever finish high school? Get a diploma in the mail.
Oh, your GED.
Yeah. 3 big drafting kits given to you. High paid job in any drafting, and training home to be a veterinary assistant. And
you want me to tell you one of the best freaking drummers out there? If you guys didn't, go watch old footage of Karen Carpenter drumming. That bitch she's like Ginger Baker, bro. I ain't never seen anything like that. Never seen anybody play the drums. She was just way more talented than her brother, and I see her parents freaking made her crazy, and she just starved herself to death. It was a really nice family story.
I was about to say she's a lot better than most people fasting also.
Yeah, what he said.
All I heard was some dog getting fed into a blender. I don't know.
Yeah, probably so.
Cement mixer.
Yeah. Who knows what he's doing? He's chopping up Jimmy Hoffa's body there with the dogs, feeding them to the fishes. Flex Mentallo was born in the ad sections. He's got Balto. Fucking Balto, bro.
Yeah, well, he probably sit there and he saw water and like, fuck that. I don't want
He's a
none of
happy
that.
dog.
Yeah.
Until he gets wet. Oh.
Yeah. Then he's
I
a
don't
wet
think that was
dog.
the howler. That sounded more like a beagle. That was.
No, he said it
Oh,
was.
That was
this guy?
that one.
Wow.
It was Balto.
Yeah. But now he's chilling like a villain.
Yeah,
Put
he
him on-
wants attention.
Oh, Jeff Jack with the 9 Inch Nails hate. Wow.
Whenever Mark turns from the dogs and he tries to talk, the dogs bark at him because they're pissed at him because they're like, motherfucker, you were touching me. Why? Yeah, see, he's like, bitch, come here. Come here. You're not doing your job. Do your job. Do your
The
job.
dog starts singing, "Lay your hands on me."
Yeah. He says, look, my mom paid for you to treat me like a man.
All right, brilliant. Justin has come in to tag me out. I appreciate that, sir. I do have an early meeting I have to go to go
Nice.
talk about data pools and data lakes and
That's hot.
and how to
Fill your
parse
data cups.
data from 3 different sources to consolidate them and identify sources of truth across 3 different places in order to build proper analysis.
Yeah, statistical confidence, statistically
Yeah,
significant.
because the key to doing any automation is having good data. Otherwise, you automate shit. All right. And on that note,
See ya.
I make like the
atom in entanglement and split and occur randomly somewhere across the side of the
no. I'm gonna make like eggs and leaves.
That made sense. What's up, Justin?
Hey.
What you been reading recently?
Good amount of stuff. I finally got on Absolute Wonder Woman.
Yeah, what do you like? Would you like it?
I do.
Yeah.
I think because I've read Absolute Flash. This is all Volume 1.
Yeah.
Batman, Superman, and now Wonder Woman. I put Wonder Woman like maybe third, second. I hadn't finished it yet, so.
So she's second or third right now. And
yeah,
how far are you in reading her?
I finished the 5-story arc on issue 6.
Okay. So you're about a third of the way through.
Yeah.
Because it's like 18 issues. All right, cool. Interesting.
Right. Yeah, I have to, because of my spending habits, I kind of like have a whole system for it. And I can't afford to get those books. So those ones I had to wait for the library to get them. And
look, if you've got the systemization, already streamlined, you're better off than me.
Justin, tell us about your Wild Night karaoke.
Yes. So there's always a place I would go to, usually with my sister and her boyfriend.
Mm-hmm.
But also the first weekend of the month, my uncle and his friends would go. And one time it fell on a weekend that my sister and her boyfriend couldn't go. So I just went, they dropped me off. Actually, my uncle and her and my aunt drove me there, dropped me off. And then about halfway into that, I met up with a new crowd that I hit it off really well with. And just about every other weekend, I would hang out with them and like got really to know them really quickly. And that was where I was. That's why I was there. That most recent time I uploaded it on Instagram and absolutely killed it with Hungry Like the Wolf. If anyone was there, if they remember that, I was saying that I could kill that with that. So that's why I uploaded it. And that's why I wish Madam were here, because apparently Legion shared that to her too.
Damn it, Madam! I'll make her aware.
I'm sure. Well, Legion shared the video to her because he said he shared it. But yeah, it was
good. Yeah. Hungry Like a Wolf. I fucking love that's great, dude. I participated. It was like it was like a dirty spelling bee during a drinking night. And the word that I missed was priapism.
For shame.
I just wasn't familiar with priapism, and it sounds very uncomfortable. But now that I know, I'm gonna see if I can remember if I.
Now, can you spell it now?
I don't. Well, so in my mind, it's priapism. I think I spelled it there PRIO, priapism instead of.
Yeah, that's how I would have probably spelled it. Pry open your pisms.
Yeah, priapism, and guys, they're long boners. They're very uncomfortable. Multiple hours boner that you don't want. That's priapism.
More like a long boner you don't want. Boom.
Yeah. Anyways, that's the best I have. I don't have Hungry Like the Wolf, Justin. I have priapism.
I hate karaoke with the passion of 1,000 suns.
Really?
I hate it. I hate listening to it. I hate going to it. I definitely hate singing it. It's not for me.
I think it could be fun, but like you definitely have to be with the right people and you have to be willing to be in that kind of mood. And I mean, when I was younger, I was more about it. Now I think I hate people too much to care. Yeah.
Well, now in my maybe someday I'll be in that mood, but up until this point in my life, I've never been there. So
to want to have fun there, it's fun
to enjoy karaoke no matter who the fuck I'm with. Nope.
Oh yeah, I don't think it works that way. I don't think you can enjoy it no matter who the fuck you're with. I think
no, I'm saying in the myriad of circumstances I've been at a karaoke-ish thing, I've hated it every fucking time, no matter what. So,
well, that seems like a you thing, Taylor.
Yeah, definitely is, and I'm okay with it.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that I really don't enjoy. Things like NASCAR.
Yeah, not for me either.
It goes around a couple times, and then it's like I get the point.
I also don't care about any like one of the comic community's biggest little side things, pro wrestling. I don't give a rat's ass about that. So
yeah, that and soap operas that I see basically the same, and neither one has ever. It's like Melrose Place on steroids and spandex.
Yeah, I'd rather watch soap operas.
I wouldn't. I'd probably, if I had to watch the two, I wouldn't. Don't make me choose. Just put me out of my misery.
Yeah.
Just make me watch Bonanza or Little House on the Prairie.
There you go. Those were also pretty much soap operas, but still.
Yeah, I could watch those, though. They're more tolerable for some reason. Wrestling and real people are fake. Yeah.
Speaking of wrestling, there's Izzy. Yep.
Uh-oh. Rat King. Pizza Rat.
Despite all his rage, he's still just a rat in a cage.
He's still just Pizza Rat in a cage.
Yeah. Shit.
He blows a whistle and all the rats of New York form into like a Gollum character, and that is Izzy. Yeah. That's Izzy the Mega Rat. And when he turns off his screen, he dissembles into hundreds of little rats.
Yeah, that makes logical sense.
Yep. Thanks. Yeah, tobacco is super cool. Well, tobacco in and of itself, the nicotine plant, nicotinia, it's not harmful. It's the combustion with other byproducts that releases specific carcinogens that are in formaldehyde form that don't degrade easily and actually really damage the DNA and cellular components.
So you're saying it's not too late for me to start chewing?
It's not, but chewing is going to be a different, that's like close opposition to the plant matter instead of combustion and inhalation of the combustion byproducts, which are necessarily different than what you would do by putting it. So that type of cancer is a whole new, like different type. And I don't know. It's going to be, I don't know if the factors are necessarily the same. And I don't know, like, if the carcinogens and the pathways that are activated and that become oncogenic in nature are necessarily the same. One being in close opposition to tissue, and then the other being the inhalation of formaldehyde byproduct. So, yeah.
Well, there you go. Hey, speaking of dirty artist perverts, if anybody needs a Men's Adventure Comics #1, I've got one showing up today. It's going on eBay. Otherwise, it's a Boris Vallejo cover. Or no, it's I think it's Vallejo.
I love Boris. Dirty old man Boris.
Yeah.
I wonder if he was like weird and dirty to Julie, or if like Julie was like, I like you back. But I just have this weird feeling that maybe he was, I don't know.
I don't really know his story.
Well, him and Julie, like, he's like, I would say 20, 25 years older than Julie.
Gotcha. Oh, so it's appropriate.
Yeah. So, I mean, like, when she was in her early 20s, that's when they met, and she got into bodybuilding and art, and he like would do her as like an artist. And she like did pictures of herself because she was like, I wanted to know, like, she was like, I wanted to have a body like that, and she was like, and I wanted to be able to draw it. She was like, so I just like, I don't know. She's like, I got into it, and I was like, all right, dude. Yeah, she's really cool. It seems like love. They've never not been together since they got together in the 90s, like late 80s, early 90s. So, I mean, I can't say that it's not real, right? I can't be that judge.
Yeah.
Like, it was like a May, December kind of relationship, but like, if they're both consenting adults, who the fuck cares? Thomas Feck, who is Tobacco the Musician, is also one half of Malibu Kin with Aesop Rocky. Interesting. I know who Aesop Rock is. I don't know who Aesop Rocky is. Oh, ASAP Rocky.
Shit. Let's see. I gotta run to the post office soon. Good times.
I'm gonna show you guys the Adam Hughes Catwoman's. I've been trying to get some Adam Hughes Catwoman's, but like they're just pricier and harder to get in touch, get a hold of.
Oh yeah, I've got a lot of his Wonder Women's.
I do too. I have more of the Wonder Women than I think I have of the cat, because the cat's harder to find. She's pissed. She's gonna be bam. But some of these covers are just some of the funnest. I think he had.
Yeah, it looks like he put more effort into those than the Wonder Woman stuff.
Well, I think he had a funner time with color. He got to experiment more with color. And this is one of my favorites. Just like Domestic Warrior. That's just gnarly, dude. She's such a badass. And then we've got these.
That's a nice one.
Yep.
She's taken it in the butt by Russia.
That's the only way you can with the Russians sometimes.
So I've been watching For All Mankind on Apple TV. It's an alt history drama where, like, what if Russia beat the U.S. in the space race to the moon and everything, and it's pretty interesting because like every season's like a different sort of era of the space race. First season was like exploratory, first man to the moon and stuff. Second season was the 80s, and third season I just wrapped up was the 90s, and they made it to Mars, and it's Mars versus and like Soviet Union. They end up, it's all like interspersed with some real politics of the era, but things have shifted. Like Teddy Kennedy was president and that kind of stuff. So I know, but it's a fun show, anyways.
It's
but they still make Russia into the Soviet Union into the villain in a lot of ways. But
Man in the High Tower,
yeah,
like,
kind of.
I like
it better than I tried Man in the High Tower and I couldn't get through it. So.
Bro, it's like it ends like the way we live now.
Well, all right.
I mean, it's it's like basically it's kind of like Man in the High Tower and Handmaid's Tale weave together really nicely.
Oh yeah, I love that cover.
Me too. It's a little tushy. She's like, wave that ass. Teasing.
I think I've got that up on my eBay because while I love it, I love money more because I'm a dirty capitalist pig.
Yeah. Capitalism really brings out the best in people.
It does.
Because you just keep wanting to fill that empty hole with shit. And
I mean, 3 seconds of dopamine is worth everything else, right?
Yeah. You guys, none of us have to work. We can live off the lands. We have everything we need. This is a fake system.
Curveball, living off the land is a lot of work.
Curveball. I grew up that way. I know.
Yeah,
Curveball.
but
it's better than taking orders from some soulless cunt.
I would rather live off the land than spend another minute sitting in a cubicle.
That part. And so right now I am learning to live with the land. I'm working on my garden and it's looking so good.
Nice.
Say in all sincerity, like the people can start doing that by just like doing like indoor plants and stuff and everything.
Yeah.
Like we got cucumbers growing and stuff, and the wife loves to do stuff, not a necessity, but just out of fun, you know. And like Caroline talked out there's something about like getting down and working in the dirt. You know, there's something about it. It's just my wife enjoys doing it.
It's more fulfilling than
yes
TPS reports.
It restores your soul, and it like gets you in touch with the shit from whence you came. We are dirt. What are we going to replace capital with them? Self-satisfaction and the knowledge that we are enough to create the goodness that we want to see.
Literally anything else.
Yeah.
Well, Caroline, that was a philosophy, not a system that you just said. So that's not really helpful.
The system is self-sustainment. And no one is stopping anyone. Exactly. And that's why
anyone can do that. A lot of people do that.
And a lot of people are choosing to learn how to do that. And a lot of people are making that transition. And I encourage you to do what you need to do to feel like you don't have to answer to fucking anybody except your own self. So that's what I'm trying to do, is make myself the ultimate authority in my own life. And I'm growing my own food. And
Right.
It's really nice, fun. It's fun. So I've got some tomatoes, and I've got some basil, and I've got some onions, and I've got some fucking beans and peppers and carrots and yeah, a lot of different things that I'm trying to see what works, and I'm excited.
How far are you away from omitting the grocery store from your necessities in life?
So the dairy, I have to rely on dairy, and I'm not going to be able to do corn. So I'll rely on local farmers for corn, since they do that. But you have to have a lot of land to do corn. I wasn't always talking so much shit in their forums community. Farming is easy and fun. I know, like, I find it to be very grounding and calming. AR, yeah. So we'll talk more about that. But I'm about ready to make my squash mounds and my watermelon mounds and some pumpkin mounds and some zucchini mounds. And then I wanna plant them, and I'm excited.
My prediction is we're 6 months away from watching Caroline eat a squirrel sandwich live on stream.
Yeah. Squirrel's a little gamey, but it's not bad.
He's a ridiculous man. Anyways,
I ate squirrel as a kid. We had like my family grew up very poor, and like they had what we potluck kind of dinner things, and like we went over to other people's houses for what they called chicken booyah, which sort of chicken soup, but most of it wasn't really actually chicken. It was a lot of it was like squirrel or whatever they could trap in the yard, and yeah.
That's why. So Drew says he's backstage, Mark. Not enough meat on squirrel. No, and it's it's dark and tougher, I think, because they're very muscly.
Yeah, but if you just cook that ever shit,
rabbit, people did, pigeon, pheasant, anything. Venison, like it's a thing. People, but like around where I'm from, people are also very poor, and they kill, they eat.
I don't see anything back.
Yeah, venison's a big thing around here. A lot of it's hobby hunting.
Good morning.
In the fall, but
yeah. So here, there's sometimes where the deer do get overpopulated, and so they keep
the deer are always overpopulated.
Where you're at,
fucking rats everywhere. They're an invasive species. Kill them all.
Okay.
There's no reason why a Ford Focus should ever be victim to a goddamn deer.
They were here first.
Yeah, and they will not be here after we're the last. We're going to be here last. Kill them all. Get rid of them.
Just because we're going to end the planet. Technically, we're all going to end at the same time.
We're not going to end the planet. The planet will survive past the human race for millions and millions of years. We'll be a blip in the existence.
Historically, the deer, like the big thing, America decided that we said no to wolves a long time ago, and we eradicated wolves from the country. And that, so deers are severely overpopulated always.
Yeah, weird how we messed up the ecosystem.
Isn't it crazy?
It's almost like
part of the
everything that's gone wrong with us
ecosystem.
is our own goddamn fault.
We
Yeah,
can't
they're
mess with the
vectors for disease.
ecosystem. We can't create unnatural balance because we are a natural occurrence in the world, and therefore anything we do is natural balance. There's no
That
no
is the
sense
worst
fighting against
non-logic I've ever fucking heard.
That's exactly what logic is. Take a moment, step back, think about it.
No,
we are
just
animals.
because we can do something does not give us the right to, and it also does make us right in doing so. So
There is no right, there is no wrong, there is only what is.
Well, I agree with Taylor, but it's not that wasn't a statement on right or wrong. Like anything that we do in interacting with this world is part of natural world.
no,
It doesn't mean
we are the invasive species.
well, no, we can't. It's literally impossible for anything to be an invasive species because that's just a term that we've made up for stuff that bothers us. Like nothing on this planet can be invasive. It's not a thing. It's all existing on the same planet, naturally occurring here. We're all just here fighting for our own place. But I hear what you're saying, Taylor, and you're right. We over
haunting them half the year.
Yeah, we overstep what good ideas all the time. We get some good ideas in there, but we have bad ideas all the time as well. But everything that anything does on this planet is by definition natural.
When we make the assumption that our call to cull something from the from the local environment in which we find ourselves, that is our call. It may benefit us specifically, but it doesn't necessarily mean that it benefits the biome. And like it's just two different things, right? Well, if we remove a thing that promotes human survival, we would say that yes, this is a pro-social, anti-human thing that we got rid of, but to the biome in and of itself, it could be harmful. But that's neither here nor there.
What is harmful to the biome? The biome adjusts. It
does, but it doesn't necessarily.
The environment adjusts to what exists within it. So, like whether it's the same thing as climate change. It's like you can say that man-made climate change is a bad thing,
adaptation,
but
through an external
climate change also exists for several reasons outside of man-made interference. So what is best? What is the end game of the earth? Everything will rotate and clean itself. There is the world is like the human body. It is a self-cleaning mechanism.
Yeah.
It finds a way to take what it doesn't need and push it somewhere else.
Ends it. Well, and it does that by shifting the tectonic plates and freaking like it has a nervous system. And when it is not happy, it fucking will tell us there's lots of disruptions in the tectonic plate shifts. And it's maybe not necessarily even happy or sad. It's that it's a necessary change to facilitate its continued existence.
All right. This is fascinating. I'm going to the post office. We're a plague on the planet.
Post office.
See ya.
See ya. Take care, buddy.
I'm going to start living off the land, is what most people say when they would die if they had to live off the land. I wish you the best in your farm. I think it's a great thing that you're growing your own food, Caroline. I think that's amazing. Self-sufficiency outside of, outside food systems is always great. And the more you can do to provide for yourself, or to even just, have the hobby of the green thumb and just grow things and see it the way that it unfolds, that's an amazing thing. But the majority of the people who say, yeah, we should live off the land, would die within 30 days of not having other people provide them their food.
Yes, and I would too. But I want to, but I think we all have to recognize that it is not an absolute blink your eyes and it's done. It is like anything, and it is a small, gradual changing. So you have to move with intentionality, and you have to be mindful of it. And so it's like, okay, then how do I begin this? This is going to be a very long journey, right? So I accept the fact that it's going to be a long journey, and I start taking things outside, or start removing things from my life that are no, like, you know, not adding to it. And a lot of that was canceling a lot of shit owned by people that I don't want to give any more money to. And it was also like prioritizing where I want to get like the things that sustain me mentally and physically. So I don't want to have mental sustenance from people I know have zero about value. And I want to have zero physical sustenance from people that I know have zero values.
Like, are you growing any fun plants?
Yes.
Indoor or outdoor?
Yes.
I love you.
I'll let you know what the results yield. But you know, that's a non-disclosed location.
I saw that moth you posted on Instagram the other day. Man, what a beautiful creature. I'd have got the fly swatter right away. I'd have been like, what the fuck is that thing? Get that Mothra looking motherfucker out of here.
Yeah, so I've just been, now that I've just gotten back out to nature, honestly, it's helped me ground more than anything. Just like removing shit, getting out, being in the sun, putting your fucking feet on the soil, and like recognizing like how interconnected you are to the fucking trees and the blades of grass. And it's just like, we're all just slightly rearranged version. That's like, we're literally just carbon shits. And there's nothing that makes me that much different. And
I'm a big fan of what Bobby said. He likes DoorDash. He thinks that's living off the land. I can't drive right now. DoorDash is my lifeline, dude. I paid $50 for 20 chicken wings the other day, and I'm like, oh man, this is well, I guess.
But it's like, you fucking, it's not, you're also living within like unique circumstances under which, you know, you're gonna have to rely on some external like help and sources because of the ammunition issue.
Especially where I live, it's complete suburbia. You got to drive to get anywhere. You know, it's like there's nothing walkable about my neighborhood. I mean, you can walk around my neighborhood, but like to get to town where there's a store, I'm not hiking 2 miles on crutches. Fuck that.
No. We'll get you a Jazzy. You drive your little Jazzy.
You know what? I went to Walmart the other day. It's like my dad picked me up. He's like, we got to get you out of the house for a little while. It's like, what do you need? And it's like, I'd like to go to the store. So we went to the comic book store, picked up my stack, and he's like, hey, I'll get you some stuff. Let's go to the store. And went to Walmart and got on one of those complimentary rascals. And man, was I a speed demon around that store. I was just looking for toddlers to run over. Just get out of my way.
Your anger. Just taking it out. Let's go to the hunting section.
Yeah, I don't think it was anger. I think it's just, you know, it was
cabin fever.
It was pure. Running over toddlers for me has nothing to do with anger and more to do with pure joy.
Fascination. Fascination of pure terror on the face of other people.
Yeah, I feel like Godzilla. Just
and the power you have. Yes.
Jump out of the way either way. Oh, look out. Here I come.
What are those things called? Jalopies, or, you know, the things that you ice, the things that you ice the ice rinks with?
Oh, Zambonis.
Zamboni. I said jalopy. Zamboni.
Jalopy's like an old piece together car.
Oh.
Like Archie used to drive a jalopy.
What are these slang from? Then what is a Zamboni named after a human?
A Zamboni is probably a brand name. It's probably named after a man who owned a company that created ice resurfacing machines.
Who said this is what we need? We need ice resurfacing machines.
Well, it's like it's the Kleenex of ice resurfacing machines.
Yeah, it's is it like a hot steel thing, but it smooths it? Like, how does it make it smooth? I want to know.
Frank Zamboni. Zamboni is the iconic ice resurfacing machine used to scrape and clean and polish the ice at rinks worldwide, invented by Frank J. Zamboni in 1949. Machine revolutionized rink maintenance by turning what used to be an hour-long labor-intensive chore for a crew into a 15-minute one-person job. A Zamboni, how it works. It scrapes, collects, washes, and resurfaces. So basically it scrapes the ice, melts it, and puts the thin layer of hot water down which
Yes.
is food by a squeegee and then freezes into a glass.
Yeah, instantaneously. That's what I thought. So it says this one, the first one he made, Zamboni. No, it's the second one. Zamboni Model B ice resurfacer was mounted on a Jeep CJ chassis.
There you go.
So between 1942 and 47, he created he used his efforts in creating a vehicle that could reduce the time for resurfacing. He built a machine that could shave that, and then he got an Army surplus Willys Jeep chassis.
I don't want to read any more of this before the documentary comes out.
I know, this is right, got me all like really into the Zambonis.
I just like saying Zamboni.
I know, that's why Zamboni.
Like rutabaga.
And then how do you spell jalopy?
I would say Jalopy.
Just one P? Because that could be jalopy.
Well, if you get a little jalopy with it.
Yeah, it's not. It's one P. It says it's an old car in dilapidated condition.
Yeah, like an old beater that you got to like keep working on to get it going.
Yeah.
That's what Archie's car, they always called it, the jalopy.
Jalopy. I was not an avid Archie reader. Yeah.
I wouldn't say I was an avid Archie reader either. I didn't, honestly, I didn't get into Archie at all until they started promoting the death of Archie. And then I started reading Life with Archie, just to kind of see what was going on with that. And
how did he die?
A really good story. He got shot. He threw himself in front of a bullet for Gay Kevin, who was a senator. Yeah. And the coolest thing about it is Life with Archie had 2 runs, one where he was ended up married to Betty and one where he ended up married to Veronica. And basically the death of Archie and the funeral of Archie was the exact same issues for both runs. So it was like how his life unfolded either way. And it was a, really good story. There's a couple of really good Archie books. The one with the was it the World War II? Was it Archie 34?
I got the one where
that was good.
Jay and Silent Bob meet Archie.
Archie meets the Punisher, always good.
Oh, that one was good, but yeah, the Jay and the Silent Bob one was.
Speaking
fun.
of, I loved watching that dude stab people in the face for 40 minutes this week. Did anybody else watch that Punisher One Last Kill?
Yeah, I enjoyed it. It was also a 15-minute fight sequence, not 40, but I did like watching him be dramatic for 27 minutes because I'm a Punisher bias fan.
I really enjoyed that too. All the character stuff was great, and then the action was just set up perfectly for just like a little opposite of the Raid for like one television episode where he just like went ultra violent, and it was great. And I'm ready for more of it whenever they give us more of it. And Judith Light is Ma Nucci.
We talked about it earlier in more detail, but it felt to me like that Dirty Laundry fan made short that Thomas Jane did, but just like a 2026 version. It felt very indie, very rugged, very unpolished. And I think that worked in its favor for me. It didn't feel like a high budget production. All
the effects were really well done though.
They weren't, but that's okay.
I very much enjoyed it. I thought that the action really flowed. I thought that all of the
it had good choreography. Like the wire work was hilarious. Like when people started going over rails, like it would do a quick flash, they'd be horizontal instantly, just falling. Like it was very unpolished, and I think that added to it. Like the CG of him falling that everyone was making fun of. I never critiqued something based on CG, but
I didn't know.
That's crazy that you didn't notice it. But when he fell down onto the HVAC unit, it looked like Nintendo 64 cutscene footage. Not even like anything young, like legit. It's crazy you didn't notice it. I laughed out loud. What's
nuts is I just watched it on a brand new TV I bought yesterday, which is like the best TV I
Justin was not, and he knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
like it was.
I think it was you that someone shared it either on Instagram or Twitter. I always gonna call it Twitter. And yeah, it's very jarring. But then again,
I shared it and said, "Don't worry, the stuntman survived."
Right. So I'm legally blind in one eye. So if I'm watching on my TV, in the main room that we watch TV in, I probably wouldn't have noticed it. But seeing on my phone, I noticed it right away.
Well, it's
Yeah,
like
it was-
when you're
it was
looking
hilarious.
at one clip out of context, it's going to be easy to see something.
No, I watched it in the show and literally laughed out loud. Again, I gave it overall, I gave it an 8 out of 10. Like I'm not knocking it for CG ever, anything, because there's only one Avatar franchise. Everything else is playing catch up. Nothing. I don't ever strike anything for CG. It's story. It's so much more than that. Acting. Bernthal crushed it. It was a good story to tell for Frank Castle that's been told before, but it's very on brand for where Bernthal's Punisher is in his storyline. So I think that was handled well. The comical editing is all that I have this negative, and that would never reduce a score for me, really. But the villainous lady, when she comes to tell him she put a hit out for him and she docked his address, they're standing in the common area of the apartments in a depression area. Then you can see a curb in the background, and I just notice things because I'm just hyper aware of stuff. When she goes to maniacally pull off and back away from him, I immediately think to myself, there's a curb there, be careful. And as soon as I think that, it pans to a wide angle shot of more curb. There's only curb. There is no wheelchair access, and she's going straight to the curb. And it lingers on the scene to build tension, but all the way to the point of she has to stop for the curb, and that's where they cut it. I'm like, okay, that was an edit slip. It was hilarious. And then when he gets out of the apartment and he's in the street during the riot, she's looking at him from the driver's side back seat of the car, just staring at him. And the car does a 180 off the curb, and now she's magically on the passenger side staring at him. Then I was even talking to Pops about it, and he jokingly said maybe it's in slow motion. The guy was driving really fast. Like she got flung to the other side. But there's a couple of like major editing blunders there that never happens when you have a half qualified team doing work. But
I literally noticed zero of that, and that's normally the stuff that gets stuck in my craw.
Well, to be fair, you're a fan of some of the worst stuff that they've ever put out, so you notice nothing ever.
I don't think that has anything to do with it. I was on a handful of oxys when I watched it, but that was because of pain. So maybe I don't know, but I think that the thing that really got me about it is I really enjoyed Judith Light's performance, and I thought that Bernthal is like, I thought that he kind of stepped it up a notch from where he's been on Punisher, which has been awesome so far. So
what is that? She's from Tony.
Who's the boss?
Who's the boss?
This was the best season.
Angela, wasn't that her name?
This was the best he's been with Disney because they haven't done anything else but like that whack ass showing of him in Born Again season 1.
We'll see what happens in Spider-Man. I think
nothing new with the cameo scene.
I think
he'll probably
won't be just comic relief, but it might be
15 minutes tops. He has 2 scenes.
Only did a lot in
That's
15 minutes.
Pretty sure it's going to be one.
Hey, I'll be right back. I'm gonna back out of here. I'm gonna back out of here and call my wife real quick. She called me, and I'll be back. Y'all got this. I trust you.
Yeah, he's good.
Caroline's here. Nothing can go wrong.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, he's gonna. I know, right?
Yeah.
So he's gonna. The way I look at it was
feed all the illegals he's with gonna have Caroline's Garden.
Yeah. He's gonna have two parts. He's gonna have a part where obviously with the van scene where he's trying to do something, and then he's gonna be in that prison break.
I'm excited for it.
That's what I think. Yes, nice look there, Drew. Look at you.
Yeah, man, we went full stash
as opposed to last week, man. As last week, man.
Last week, Stephanie told me that it would be creepy. So I immediately left the stream.
Now you got
shaved into a mustache and sent her a picture. I said, "Is this creepy?" And she said, "Yes." And I said, "Cool, we're with it."
Yeah, you went from crackhead to porn star. So perfect.
Yeah,
job.
all right. That's I was trying to go for retired firefighter. So my buddy's like, "Why'd you go full stash?" I was like, "Well, because I'm an old man. You
gotta get a little pokier.
So I decided that all I want to do is have a mustache and fall asleep in my chair with my dog at my feet, and that's all life really has left for me.
No, those aren't bad things.
No, I'll take it.
I've been fucking listening to the goddamn Upanishads. They're like, man, I've been learning all this shit about Hindu, so I've been going across all these religions trying to learn about the oldest ones and seeing like similarities and differences. Because now that I have time to think about deeper things other than fucking quotas, I can actually ponder the nature of my existence. And it's pretty fucking wild, dude. The shit that they talk, it's like you are entitled to your actions only. Don't think for a second you're entitled to like whatever fruit you thought would be like attached to that action at the end. You only have the free will to act. Do not be attached or married to the result. It's never about that. And I'm like,
is that why they don't wash their hands?
yes. And these motherfuckers were spitting bars of wisdom and they were like, be dirty. No, actually, they said that one of the cleanliness is one of the factors to being a perfect Buddha.
What the fuck is going on in India?
It could be
It's
a
like
different
the
type of
12th one.
cleanliness.
It's
than what you're getting.
overpopulated. What do you think is going on in India? It's hot and
It
there's too many
doesn't
people.
matter when you wipe your ass with your hand and you eat with your hands and you don't wash your hands, and the biggest cause of death in your country is dysentery. There's probably something wrong.
You know, I'm not going to fight that. I'm not going to fight that
I don't think they're
assertion.
complaining about it as much, though.
I think
you don't hear them complaining because all they're doing is getting on the internet and looking for Bob and Vagine.
You don't eat the fruit. You know, like you
No.
do.
But can't eat the meat either, so
they don't eat. Never mind.
I know, that's what I'm saying. That's what I mean. Can't eat the meat.
But it's weird because I'm hearing these. Well, not hearing. Some of these I am listening to the Upanishads being like spoken in English because it's like I don't want fucking Sanskrit, bro. And it talks about like it's talking about the unified field theory. It's talking about quantum physics, but putting it into different terms. And I'm like, are you telling me these motherfuckers knew about the fucking unified field before we were even, it had a name? Because they're straight up talking about quantum physics. And I think Tesla like made the connection when he like talked with like Swami Vivekananda in like 1893 during the World's Fair. Because that's after that Tesla went and he started trying to do experiments that related specifically to what was being said in like these old ass Hindu texts. And I'm like, motherfucker.
Yeah, they were all on hallucinogenics.
But they were all on the right path too. They were all really
hallucinogenics will put you on the right path.
I know. Yeah, I know.
Well, let me get you an eighth of mushrooms and we will find the path.
I've found that path. It's been a nice path. But try to sell you an extended car warranty. There's normally the path to porn star.
Hello, my name is Jeff.
But don't forget, your Mac computer needs to be fixed. Even though you may not have one, but you need to fix it. Yeah, you need to fix your Mac computer. I get those calls all the time.
Always update it. Always update it because they can't follow you. Yeah, they can't
There's a text
follow
you get on your Samsung phone.
Yeah, you can't be followed.
Don't forget.
And traced. Don't update.
And there's many. There's a lot of men called Peggy. Hello, my name is Peggy. Peggy's a very popular name.
It is, Margaret. Right. I don't get how you get to Peggy from Margaret, but that's just like that's all right.
Margaret. There's just some names that you just wonder how do they exist. Like my grandma's name. My grandma had a very interesting name that I've never heard before or after her, and it was Gasencia.
My grandmother's name was Gasencia. Large Marge.
So it was. It's like Large Marge. So it's like I don't know how you would translate it. The only way I would translate it would be like Crescendia or something like that. But I've never heard it before or after.
What was her country of origin?
Puerto Rican. We're Puerto Rican.
Oh, Puerto Rican.
Well, I didn't know. I thought maybe like you might be Puerto Rican and then like have a Polish or something on one side.
No, we're all Puerto Rican. The closest thing we get to is like in my father's side we have we're Taino, so there's Native American there.
Oh.
And then in my mom's side is Spaniard.
I watched a beautiful
with some
documentary.
some royal background stuff, something like that. There's some royalty in it.
So
Spaniard royalty of some kind.
A lot of this,
but I never did but I've never did one of those, whatever those things are. The 21andMe or something like that. I don't forget what they're called. What they were called?
23 chromosomes is
Yeah,
pairs.
23andMe. Yeah, that thing.
42.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I never did it. My mom was curious to do it.
Not human.
My mom wanted to do it, but
AG, the Western world has pretty much eliminated 90% of all diseases just by washing our fucking hands. That's what we did for the world.
That's how you do it?
Oh, penicillin and Listerine were game winners.
We
too.
held that as well. Yeah, that's all the Western world.
Penicillin was serendipitous. It was literally a dude coming back into the lab and noticing that his orange peel had grown some shit. So, and he was like, "What the fuck is this?"
Right.
Penicillin.
Most scientific discoveries happen by accident.
Yes. This is all too true.
Looking for one thing, you find 20 other.
21andMe. Yeah, I don't remember the name, Mark. I just said it's 23andMe.
I know. Like, what's got 42
chromosomes? Years ago.
I'm gonna see what animal.
What has 42 chromosomes?
Has 42 chromosomes.
Maybe me. I don't know.
The rhesus monkey and the rat. Oh my god, the rat. The rat.
Look
what counted my chromosomes lately.
Remember this
Judge
movie?
Dredd. That's pretty awesome.
The movie.
Are you gonna crack them?
Yeah. So there was yeah, I figured sooner or later. So
Nice.
I was so on Monday we went to the Jack Kirby thing and signing, and there's a candy shop around the corner, and they had a whole bunch of different playing cards. Like
you went to the
Dredd,
street naming reel?
Yeah, I was there. Yeah,
Nice.
I'm currently working on the video now. So I got a couple of interviews here and there that I did, and yeah, it was a fun time, man. It was a great time, man. It was nice to be invited. So we were invited. We did it. We spent some time. Got to meet the Kirby family,
didn't they?
No, so the way it works
is like Delancey Street is Yancey Street, right?
Delancey Street is Yancey Street.
Right,
However,
that's always been my understanding.
Yeah. However, they don't really fully rename the street. They don't rename the street.
Block.
They named the corner.
Oh yeah.
So now it's Jack Kirby Way. So the corner of X's and Delancey Street is Jack Kirby Way, and it makes sense because that is one rough neighborhood. He's right in the corner of the McDonald's. That it's rough when your McDonald's has a security.
Jewish professional artists still living in that area, or no?
Would Ben Grimm be able to make it in that area?
Yeah, actually, there is. Well, the interesting thing about that neighborhood, it's very it's like part of it is gentrified, but then the other part is still hood.
It's still shit,
which makes it really interesting. Yeah, like hood.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like, but like I said, it's the McDonald's has a security guard. That tells you a lot.
Yeah, that means that none of that neighborhood has been gentrified yet. You need to gentrify it enough that there's no security guards in the McDonald's.
But yet across the street in the X's market, that feels very bougie, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So, but they have a security guard too.
Oh, so the guys who would rob the McDonald's if there's not a security guard, it will now rob the fancy store across the street instead, or just the people coming out of it.
Yeah, exactly. So.
Yeah. I love the releases of it. It says McDonald's is going to take out the self-serve beverage stations in all of their restaurants due to changing customer habits. It's like, sure, that's what it is. Yeah,
that's what it's called.
It's nothing to do with the rampant violent crime in all of the cities across America. It's just
there's certain places that it's like
the
McDonald's is just like a hangout spot for them, because now that you got the Uber bike riders that deliver the food, they just hang there and it becomes like a hub for them, so there's like some McDonald's that just like there's like 20 guys just waiting for orders to be made, and they're just waiting and they'll fight with each other to get that order. You know what I mean?
That's crazy. People didn't get real jobs. And then they realize they can make the same amount of money just working at the McDonald's.
Well, here's the thing. Sometimes when you decide to tattoo your face, it becomes challenging to find work.
If you decide to tattoo your face and you feel like that's what's holding you back in life, there's this other thing you can put on your face called a gun. Just end it. Your face
Oh,
is not
dude,
a
that's
fucking
rough,
canvas. Your face is not a canvas.
That is a rough one.
There's no fixing the stupid that is tattooing your face. There just isn't. There's no cure for that level of dumb. There's just not.
Like, what about the
But how
Maori
about this?
people in New Zealand? Like,
What
they
about
get
what about those
We're
people
not in
that,
Australia.
what
We
about
don't.
the individual?
New Zealand.
What about those individuals that they went through something and they decided to do this because they were dumb, they lived a dumb life, and now they're regretting everything they're doing, but they don't have the money to like get rid of it.
There's
What do you
this
do about
thing
those people?
called consequences. You have to live with those
Show them love and
consequences.
compassion.
Yeah, of
and
course. And
kindness.
they are
The dumber you are, the steeper those consequences happen to be. It is a sliding scale.
I agree to that. I like my little yeah, this is my little
What you got there, friend?
paper full of ink
Is it
splashes.
Daredevil?
No, it's just tracing paper.
It looks like
Well,
Daredevil.
You would think, right?
He's got
Yeah.
sticks.
So I had to use this to. He got sticks, right? He got sticks. And look, once again,
He's got some criminal beaters, Crime Stoppers, they call those.
Yeah, it was a commission I did, so I used that to cover.
He's gonna
him
use
and
those
the rest
sticks
of
to
it.
probably hit somebody with a tattoo on their face.
You're the issue. Paint purple.
Well,
paint Izzy purple grimace. Oh, thanks.
Yeah, it's not a problem with native cultures in America because we don't have those anymore. We took care
No,
of
we do. No, we do.
them. I don't know. We had
They
smallpox,
still exist.
and
It's
now
not-
we don't have native cultures
populations.
anymore.
Oh,
We genocided
brother.
them. It was shitty, but it's
What's up,
okay.
Justin? How you doing, my man?
Good.
That's good to hear.
Is
I
everybody
watched this
reading
badass PBS documentary on like the Hopi people. It was really fucking interesting about how
How Hopi are they? Were they hoping for a lot of things?
they had a lot of Hopi. It was really beautiful the way that they like they were able to figure out like the 4 directions, and so they figured out the X, Y, and Z axis and utilized the X, Y, and Z axis based on the sun and orienting yourself like spatially, utilizing the stars. And that's how they created architecture and created building up and building down. And they said that they took this philosophy of the 4 directions, and all of the people, how they spread out and mapped out the entire Americas was going these 4 ways and going whichever the 4 ways like met you. And it was really, really fascinating the way that they viewed existing and interconnecting with one another. As different peoples across the Americas as well. I don't know, man. It's pretty fucking wild. Watch Monty Python and the Holy Grail. Yeah. Angry at the Westerners. Don't. I remember getting my fucking wisdom teeth taken out. They give me something. I don't know. It started with an L, I think.
Novocaine.
No.
Lovacaine.
Some kind of pain pill, but maybe it wasn't an L.
Was it laudanum?
No, that's like
Lortab.
Cowboy Times.
alcohol and morphine. Lortab? Yeah, that's what it was. I think that's what it was. And I remember they said, take this for pain. And so I got home and I took it and I pushed play on Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, the DVD. And then when I woke back up, I had drool on my face and I was back at the title menu playing. So I don't know what happened.
I'll tell you what
That's
happened.
the last time I took
That movie is the greatest movie with the worst accent in the history of film.
Keep the stitches small.
The Kevin Costner's British accent as it comes and goes in that movie is terrible, but man, I love that movie.
Robin Hood.
And
Unlike other
Christian,
Robin Hoods, I come with
Slater.
an English accent.
Yeah,
Most
Christian
Robin Hoods
Slater,
are
I
awful.
thought he was so hot. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought he was the hottest
Slater,
thing.
I forgot. That's someone I forgot was
His
in that
little
movie.
brother.
But now that you remind me, yeah.
Oh, every girl
Who
had
was
it
playing?
bad.
Who was playing the sheriff? Because sheriff's someone else that was
Alan
well
Rickman.
known.
That was
Alan
Alan
Rickman.
Rickman. Yeah.
It was Rickman.
Rickman.
Yes,
Yeah.
he was great.
Professor Snape.
And then the Painted Man. Was that
Morgan Freeman.
Morgan Freeman? Yeah. The Painted Man.
Aziz.
He haunts my dreams.
The Painted Man.
You see that movie deserved.
Hey, all joking aside, there will be Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, autographed by trading cards autographed by Kevin Costner and Morgan Freeman during Comics Curing Cancer.
The Painted Man.
You should have had him autographed by Brian Adams for that beautiful song.
Yeah,
it would. Dude, that was like the first. That in the original He-Man is what taught us. Is what taught us to stay for after credits. Is the Brian Adams music video and the Frank Langella Skeletor pop back up.
I had that Brian Adams song. I had the Summer of '69 album. Yeah, I was really into Brian Adams.
Brian Adams is the Canadian John Cougar Mellencamp.
He really yes.
So that song, I had a friend in high school that every time he would hear that song, he would be like that guy in Seinfeld that when he hears Desperado, he just stays there like this. Because it reminds him of like an ex-girlfriend that he misses. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, that can be our song. No, it's my song.
It's my song. Mm-hmm.
It's one of my favorite episodes of Seinfeld.
Oh man, Seinfeld! I could watch Seinfeld all over and over and over. I don't care. There's only the first 3 episodes or something where they still haven't found their voice.
It's about 6. The first 6.
And
like
then,
the first, the end of the first season, they started really finding their stride. But
yeah,
that first
where the
season
comedy
was
started landing, where the
up,
first season,
not up to par. But
yeah, it was very much
Duncan.
The first season. Yeah, the first season was more like the story of Jerry type of thing, right? With Jerry and Elaine, that was the kind of the story, and then they realized this is going nowhere. This is going nowhere. Let's just throw this off, and then that's when they became
still really good. It's just not as
a show about nothing.
It's just not.
It's still relevant
with as fantastic as that show is. The thing about Seinfeld is the majority of Seinfeld's the problems that cause the situational comedy in that show are solved by having a smartphone.
Are solved by having a what?
A smartphone.
The bathroom app.
Yeah. Like for like everything that they go through, there's an app for that now. It's like every little. It was like because it was the show of people wigging out over minor inconvenience. So it's like everything, and it was like, how does a minor inconvenience blow up into something that would ruin somebody's day?
That's all Seinfeld's ever.
But the other half of the show is
you hate it when
pretty much life in the city too. There's that element too, because you have the
Soup
parking
Nazi.
episode, the Soup Nazi, but the one that I remember that makes me laugh is the parking episode where he's backing up and the other guy's going forward in, and they were both gonna go see the boxing match or something like that, but they neither one want to budge and stuff like that. So that is so New York. You know what I mean? When you fight for parking spots. So, but like the parking lot, which I think that's where they found their stride, the parking lot episode, where
they couldn't find the car,
the air conditioner. Yeah, they couldn't find the car.
Yeah,
that's the one that I think that's where they found their voice. So like, oh, this is what our show should become.
I picked this
but now there's an app on your phone to figure out where you parked.
Or you just take a picture of the zone.
Right.
Just remembering's cool.
Well, remembering's not for everybody, Caroline. Some of us do our best to forget.
Yeah, I know.
I got
stickers. It's selective. I got this from my buddy. I don't like Star Wars or care about it, but he does. And it says Dark Horse comic special, even though it's not. It's clearly a dark errant or Knights Errant Star Wars thing.
But
my buddy
it is Dark Horse stuff.
Yeah, it's Star Wars. I know it's Dark Horse brand, but why does it say special? It's not a special. It's just
who are you to say what's special?
I'm very special. I know what special is. Hey, Bleak. This isn't that special, but it's special enough
Bleak.
that I got it for $2.
Hey, buddy.
Oh, Bleak, I like that ice cream
talking
video,
about that
man. It's really good.
Thanks, brother. I appreciate that.
Talking about comics, candy shops nearby. Remember these
candy cigarettes?
Mm-hmm.
The candy
looks like
cigarettes
a real pack of
back in the day.
cigarettes.
Yeah, that's the intention.
Candy cigarettes always came in smaller boxes around here, and you could only get them
They're
from
like
the.
straw.
Yeah, so that.
Anyway, yeah. Well, I mean, they're like
But
the sticks they use for fun dip.
I just sort of remember the pop-up
Look
one.
at that. Look at that. It comes out looking like a little joint.
And if somebody tried to hand me that joint, I'd be like, "What the fuck is
No,
this?"
bigger, pussy.
This is a crooked little shit.
I know.
Crooked little
This is
pin
what you
joint.
call a skater leg.
It's actually
Just
mints
a
now.
skeeter leg. I like that. I'm gonna start
That's a
it.
skater
Yeah.
leg right there.
You'd have like a skater leg out here.
Yeah. I don't want one of them skater leg. I need a little thicker.
Hey, since we got Izzy and Bleak here, what was y'all's thoughts on Punisher?
I loved it.
I really enjoyed it. I hated the old lady. I hated the lady in it. I thought she was a terrible actress.
Really?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah, it really made me just go, "Ugh, this is a terrible scene." But other than that chick, everything was really good. It wasn't much of a story. Don't get me wrong. It's just like a day in the life of an hour in the life of Punisher. It's all right.
It's like an episode. It was like one single episode of what.
Yeah.
You know, it's like a day in the life.
Transitional
which is cool.
episode. The way I saw it, it's a transitional episode where before all this, he was Frank Castle. Now he's officially Punisher, even though they always called him Punisher. That's how I
think. Yeah, it's a nice
But
transition.
I will
from
say
his
that's
family mission to being more than that, being a vigilante for a greater good, not just his own revenge.
Yeah. I get that. I like that.
He was the end of towards the middle. He was already done, and he was like, "I'm done." And then he realized, "Oh, I got a new mission, and now this is the mission." So now I think what we're going to see is we're going to see a Frank.
They took the end of the Thomas Jane movie, you know, after he took out the gang.
Yeah, pretty much.
John Travolta, he completed his personal revenge mission. And that's where this starts, with him having just completed it. And then just like in the Thomas Jane one, Thomas Jane went back to his house and grabbed a bottle and was about to eat a bullet and had the flashes of his family and his kid and the realization that there's other people out there that need punishment. So that's what this was. It was like an extended version of that, pretty much.
Yeah,
pretty much.
Yeah, and that guy, Mikey Day, had to go. So the guy in the beginning, I thought that was Mikey Day at first, but the puppy killer.
Oh yeah, fuck that guy.
And that was crazy.
That guy had to go.
That
I was like,
neighborhood was crazy. Like,
not the puppy.
Like that was one of the kind of more fantastical elements of the special that made it feel kind of like an made it feel like an independent film production versus like the major studio production was like, let's just take this one city block and turn it into the Purge. It'll be fine. Everyone will accept it.
Purge, the Purge, the Raid. Like what kind of town is this? Like what city is this? It's supposed to be New York, but I'm like, damn.
Where is Punisher in this? It's ridiculous. The whole city.
No, it's New York.
Raping each other and killing each other. So it's a little.
The backstory of it is this is the results of Kingpin.
Mm-hmm,
So that's why it happened after Daredevil. So this is the continuation of what happened.
Incorrect, Izzy. Incorrect. They talk about it in the show. This part of town, this neighborhood is like this because Frank just killed the crime boss that kept all of these criminals in check. All of these criminals were in a power vacuum from where Frank just completed his mission.
That's exactly it.
Y'all gotta watch these shows.
But
I watched it.
As far as Disney specials go, this is by far like right up my alley. I love Frank Castle. I love the violence. It's fantastic. But I think they did a better job on Werewolf by Night, to be honest. As far as just a regular special goes.
Yeah, I think all three of the specials have been great.
But I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed both.
Yeah, me too.
I actually enjoy all the specials so far because I also like the Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas special.
Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas special was great. It felt like a real Christmas special. Also, good morning, Cliff. Jump in here. What do you think of Punisher?
Yeah, Cliff.
I haven't watched it.
Hey, Cliff.
Bleak, how are you? True, you're alive.
Figure it out, my man.
Are you muted?
Yeah, we're alive for now.
That's right.
How come I can't
Technically,
hear
we're
Cliff?
somebody's memory, or worse, just a footnote in history. Oh,
Early morning philosophy. Look
Drew,
at this.
that shoe is really
Cliff's opening up our brains this morning. Like, oh shit! Am I supposed to feel good or bad after that?
What the heck? Wow.
Drew, are you like eating okay and stuff, or like
full blown diabetes at this point, Cliff. So my eating habits have changed drastically. I'm on the metformin and daily insulin twice a day at this point to try to figure out where we're at. But this is like week 2 of that, so it's a whole lot of trial and error to figure out where my baseline is. So we're still working on that. I'm being calorie and carb conscious at the moment. Try to drop a few lbs because my lifestyle working overnights was and eating whatever I could get my hands on at whatever time I could is literally what got me into the situation. So yeah, we're doing the best to remedy that.
how do you? Oh my God! Please, no one laugh about this because I'm being very serious. Like, how do you feel about?
I'm gonna be right back. I can't hear Cliff for some reason. I'm gonna pop out and come back in.
All right, cool. What'd you say?
Okay. How do you feel about more beans in your diet?
I'm not opposed to beans in my diet. I would eat a fair amount of black beans because I eat a lot of Mexican food. I'm a Chipotle.
Well, that's high in
guy,
antioxidants, so that's helpful. Yes.
Yeah. For me, it's like I'm also a bread guy. Like I was saying, I went to Walmart the other day and like getting on my little rascal to scoot around and smelling the fresh bread which basically are donuts being baked at a Subway inside. I was like, that smell is the greatest smell in the world, and it's I want to get as far away from it as possible. But yeah, I'm a bread and pastry guy. I like carbs. I like French fries. Trying to stay away from all that shit.
The computer.
Yeah.
But I can do meat and veggies and keep it clean. And I've lost fair amount of weight since I left the hospital, and I lost a fair amount of weight while I was in there. So I think we're getting to where we need to be, I guess, weight wise. But as far as diet wise, it's gonna be an adjustment for the foreseeable future, and that is what it is. A challenge I'm willing to tackle. Yeah, we're doing. I got a nice glucerna shake for breakfast today, so there we go.
I have concerns. Anyhow, just remember, beans are great.
Yes.
Black beans, excellent for antioxidants. Don't be afraid to shake them up. And if you need to cheat, right? Not cheat. What's the word I'm looking for here? If you're worried about what to do with beans, just do what you would normally do with meat. Just do it to them.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, this meat stew. Just take up.
You want me to beat my
beans?
beans?
Beans.
I'll just beat my meat normally.
It is Friday morning and I'm trying to behave. Hey, Justin, good to see you.
But thank you, Cliff. I appreciate the concern and the advice as well.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I am diabetic and I've been fighting it forever, but I'm not at insulin shot level, and it's funny because like I know reaching for whatever was available late at night, it didn't help, but there are studies that show that just working overnights just have terrible effects on your blood sugar, your high blood pressure, and your bone joints.
Right.
Are all things that become of concern when you're working late.
It's about making sure that you're like, for me so far, meal prepping has been easy for me as far as a way to get around those struggles, because if I have it food ready to go that isn't gonna fuck me up, I can just stick it in the microwave, heat it up, and we'll be good to go. So that to me is kind of my biggest hurdles, not going to Chick-fil-A when I run out of ideas.
And Rio Bleeker's here, but lean meats, turkey, ground turkey is gonna be, it's a good friend.
I just drink chocolate milk, buddy. You're all right.
I can't
You
have
who?
that.
You can't have
It's
chocolate
like
milk.
you
know
who
what?
they're going to
And
cut
those
off more of
annoying
your
cottage
foot.
cheese recipes, they can come in handy. Only the good ones, though. Be very discerning.
I will not make recipes with cottage cheese. I'm out.
You have not?
Cottage cheese
Not-
is gross.
Not
No
a fan
thanks.
of. You're not
No,
a fan
okay,
of
so-
cottage cheese.
All right. So, Drew, let me tell you. So, I am not a fan of cottage cheese. But number one, the easiest one for me to process and that I have the best time with is whipped cottage cheese. Okay? But if you
Yep, you
cannot
like it
find
whipped.
whipped cottage cheese, it is not a big deal. Because once you run that bastard through the food processor, it's going to be okay. Now, you might be thinking, why am I running this through the food processor, Cliff? What kind of happy horse shit are you going to do to me? And I'm just telling you, now, if you're like making like Mexican bowls, wraps, whatever, running the cottage cheese through the food processor with a whole pack of taco seasoning is a game changer for you. Okay? If you don't like it, you don't like it. But I highly suggest please give that a try because it's a great way to get in protein, just using it as a taco dip, right? The other thing you can do, and I highly recommend it for most other recipes, is of course unflavored Greek fat-free yogurt, right? Or even
I'm a Greek yogurt guy, yeah.
Right. So even the 5%, you can do so many recipes with that. It is wild. The other day, I made a salad dressing that I thought was great. I did half a cup of light mayonnaise, half a cup of my 5% Figo Greek yogurt, right? 2 tablespoons of maple syrup, a tablespoon of celery seed, salt, pepper. I use rainbow peppercorns, so I get all the pepper flavors happening.
If anybody's using rainbow peppercorns, Cliff.
Listen.
Oh, sorry. That
some
was a
of us
low
have
hanging
keep
fruit. I had to
rainbow
pick
a
it.
lot. Some of us, keep trampling all over it. Even if they're just accidentally wiping the poo of their shoe on it because they feel like they don't know any better.
On what? The glory of your shine?
That's right. That's okay. That's okay. I'm happy to tell everybody about my Homo Superior agenda this year.
I love it. Very Magneto. Very Magneto.
It's very Magneto.
You
know, my wife and I were talking about the state of the world with the girls the other day. And
Yeah,
having a real
my
special
wife
time.
in the butt.
You know, my three beautiful stepdaughters, Camilla, Amelia, and April. I mean, they're just shining little stars,
How's the baby mama? Give me hell.
They're just fantastic, And I looked over at Paulina and I was like, oh, Paulina, all these girls are all going off to college. What are we going to do, honey? What are we going to do? I mean, I'm at least 11 years away from retirement. My wife's younger than me, so we all know how that goes. She's out there. She's, doing stockpiling for Whole Foods. And, but it's great because she gets to bring home extras. I like when she gets to bring home the extras. I have the most beautiful extra virgin olive oil you've ever seen as a result. It's fantastic.
I want the Cliff pack. I don't like this Cliff. I want the 6.6.
For some reason, I like this Cliff better.
This is like the coolest Cliff I've ever talked to.
No, that's
this Cliff I can really relate to. He's got the same problems I do.
No, that's Crisis on Infinite Earths, Cliff. I need my
that's evil. That's like I'm like Wonder Woman, and that is like the Wonder Woman that told Superman to take over the world. And I'm like, bitch, you gotta go down.
That was Earth X Cliff.
When
that
we know
Cliff is
that they
just
actually
mad
got
that his
the
wife
Cliff.
keeps spending all their
Earth
budget.
X Cliff, where he's Superman.
How many shoes does that woman need?
Right there.
Yeah, Earth X Cliff is terrible. I'm sure Earth X Cliff owns like multiple plantations. I'm sure I want to just burn him to the ground.
Earth
He's
X
like
Cliff
Lex
just
Luthor.
drives a sensible mid-sized
He
truck.
does looks maxing.
He doesn't drive a sensible mid-sized truck. He drives an orange Tesla, that scumbag.
He drives a Hummer.
Driving a Tesla means he cares about the environment.
Yeah, wait a minute. I thought that was a progressive move.
It is.
No, it's
Most
not. You just
progressive.
support a company that actually supports real progressiveness.
Yeah, not.
What's the car?
Elon
It's
Musk
your
is a
personal
futurist,
action.
so everything
But
he does
listen,
is
I don't
looking
even want to
towards
get
progress.
sensitive about it. I just want to say this. I do think it's one of the most hideous things I've ever seen on the planet. And at the end of the day, I don't care how great it is. It's just like the PSA slab. change the goddamn label.
The Tesla truck,
You know?
the Cybertruck.
The Cybertruck, yeah, just
I
stop
love
the
We
it.
back-
talked we talked about it not long
What's
ago.
going
There's
back?
this God, I'm trying to remember what the name of the truck is. It's some other company is putting out. The truck is shaped like it's about the size of a 90s S10 or a Ranger single cab
Penis
truck,
shape. I need a
and it's
penis shape.
it's very customizable like a Jeep would be, but brand new base package. They're like $13,000 because they have manual windows and all that. You can get it with like the automatic windows and stuff. I'm trying to remember the name of it. It's freaking awesome. And if you're like just using it for like in town
Voice
getting
lets
around,
know.
it's
Voice
not
I know.
it's not the Rivian. There's another one. God, I'm trying to remember the name of it. But dude, it is so freaking cool because like my first vehicle was a Ford Ranger, and now if you want to go get like a small truck, they just started making Rangers again, and the Rangers in 2026 are the size of the F-150s from 10 years ago because trucks have gotten so big. But I like those old 90s, 80s single cab size trucks. They're awesome. The Rivians aren't bad. This isn't as fancy as the Rivians.
I
I
got an
spent a
extra
couple of
one.
years driving a Nissan Titan, and I hated every minute of it. The gas mileage, the finding a parking spot in the city, all that bullshit. It's like, I don't need a truck. Like, I don't haul anything. Like,
Caroline.
What? Oh god, I love
a Regal Kitty.
Do you know what I love? Based on this conversation, also, my God, the kitty's so cute.
He was
But
like,
do you know what I love based on
yeah.
this conversation? That I could justify Madam getting herself a truck because that bitch is hauling shit around. I'm like, girl, you need a truck.
Well, and you haven't seen
I
how
want
she
to see
drives.
Madam in like the biggest
something
truck
to-
out there.
I can assume how she drives. I've spoken to her.
God, my God.
I think no
Oh,
curb in
God.
Arizona is safe.
Oh my God.
Probably isn't, but I do feel
Oh my
like
God.
I do feel like she needs a nice.
So
a
here's
nice
the question:
vehicle.
will there be a sorry every time she hits something,
Yeah, probably.
or would she just doesn't care?
Oh,
That
let me
northern
tell you,
Midwest. Sorry,
she's gonna
sorry,
turn Canadian.
No, she's gonna be like,
Canadian after the first month. Sorry. You know?
I just
Yeah,
imagine
I miss
the
that.
level of trucker hat collection she would get
no,
if she
she's
got a
gonna
truck.
hit something and she's gonna be like, we're almost there.
She
Oh
would
my
have a
God,
different
her trucker
fashionable
hat
trucker
will be
hat for
sponsored
every
by Cliff. It'll be sponsored
occasion.
by Cliff. You know,
No,
it'll be
I
like
feared-
blood sucking bitches, right?
I
That'll
feared for
be
my life.
one. Then
It's
the
gonna be
next
the
one
pussy
I'm
wagon.
gonna get her. I'm gonna get
Late.
her. You know,
It's
I'm gonna
pussy
get her
wagon.
powered by Magnus with the Magnesium.
Yo, look, I just thought of it. The truck is called the Slate. SLATE, I think.
Slate.
Yeah, look that up if you have a chance to. Like, they look really cool, man. And again, they don't. It just kind of looks kind of classic. But again, there's the little promo video shows you how customizable they are and stuff, so you can personalize them however you want, much like a Jeep package you get. Like, but I think that's the right name for it. I've been sitting here I can't stop thinking about it until I get this name. I'm pretty sure it's called
Yeah,
the Slate.
Auto. I'm looking at it right now.
The one
Okay.
that I saw recently that I had a good time playing
Starting with
around
$50.
was the Silverado. But I'm still not fully convinced.
Cliff, do you need a Submariner
Oh,
7? I have a
Mark, did you see the trailer?
I do.
Okay.
So, Mark, did
You
you
got
see
one.
the Superman trailer? The My Adventures of Superman season 3 trailer?
I hadn't watched the trailer for it. I can't get into that show. It's too anime for me.
What show? Ghost in the Shell?
Superboy's in it.
Nice.
No, it's My
Yeah,
Adventures
they're
with
doing
Superman.
their
They
reign of
got-
Superman. Cyborg Superman's in there.
Yeah.
Kara's in there.
Yeah, DC's looking at releasing a
I
lot
like the
of
way they did
animation this year.
Superboy though. He looks the part.
They're doing a Nightfall movie.
Well,
Is
they
that
were the kings of animation.
Yeah, they are going to
excited
do
for
the
that.
Nightfall movie.
They're
Yeah,
doing
Jeremy
Nightfall
Adams
movie.
is writing it. It'll be multiple
Yeah.
parts.
I
Hopefully
just
it's
hope
better
it
than that
doesn't.
Crisis garbage they put out, but
Yeah, the Crisis kind of.
Boom shakalaka. I
That's the
just
one I was
seen
thinking, it's like,
my employee pull up. Hell yes.
Just stick to the story,
You just
man.
saw what pull up?
Well, it's like the Crisis stuff was
Stick to
just
the
too
story.
meandering. There's just too much going on for too long.
No.
And it didn't hit all the notes it should have hit. And
But instead of
it's
feeling
just,
actiony,
too
it felt
much.
mopey.
Yeah, it's very
It felt
mopey.
mopey.
Wait. Okay,
Agreed.
wait. We've kind of. Drew, are you talking about the Crisis on Infinite Earths animated
Yes.
feature? All right. So something that I feel a lot of people should know is those folks were working on their animated universe, and then they were like, "Okay, by the way, your 3 years is up," and they decided, to the best of their ability, but also working with some time constraints, they decided to close it on Crisis, right? And just this way, when the new DC animated universe starts, it's just like, okay, well, here's your DC animated reboot, right? Or at least that's the way they try to leave it. But yeah, you're right. It is. It's.
Are you referring to the 52 universe though? Because the 52 universe was the
No,
They
the
did their
second
ending,
universe
too.
after
No,
that.
the one after the 52 universe, the second time that
Yeah.
Flash
the
rebooted everything after John
the
Constantine told him to
terrible
keep running.
animation.
Right.
I wouldn't say
Let's
it's
do it.
terrible. I
anything.
would just say it's
Anyhow,
not as good, you know.
Yeah, it tried to like. It tried
It
to
is
like.
flat. It felt very
Agreed.
flat to me.
It tried to do a lot of things. I did like that we got a moment of the Kevin Conroy animated universe where he's fighting the Joker, and it's just like, you know what? If this is it, if this is the end, then I go down, being Batman, Spider-Man super stories, Spidey super stories.
Yeah,
I'm
but there was
super
so many
excited for
missed
X-Men
opportunities with that because there was the other aspect that they did that they showed Batman Beyond just there. He wasn't like a big deal. He was just there.
There were
And
a
it was
lot
like,
of things
you
in
know,
that
you got Batman
three-parter that were
Beyond
just
here,
there.
and it's like,
Too much of it was just
yeah, and it's
there.
like there's more. You got freaking Batman Beyond here,
Again,
meeting everybody, and no one cares.
I know it's not
Like-
good. I just want y'all to know that they knew their clock was up, and they decided to go this route.
No, it's just
Spidey
like
Super
it
Stories,
could have
Ooh,
been.
the
I don't think it was.
bicentennial.
I don't think it was the worst thing ever, but it just could have been so much better.
Right, and
Yeah.
I think that they would have liked it to have been more as well.
There's been worst.
You know,
Yeah,
I've
To
often
the point that
talked
I
to
did not see
people-
the third part. I saw part 1 and part 2, and I didn't bother to see part 3.
I'm super excited for all the spin-off X characters we're going to get in X-Men 97. That has got me very, very hyped.
Same.
I think that's going to be probably show of the year, just like it was the year it came
I want to
out.
see X
They wrote
Factor.
3 seasons
X
worth.
Factor.
Thanks, Bobby.
Like, give me real X Factor. They only had 1 episode in the previous
Last one.
Right.
series.
But like we got all the
Captain
Peter
Britain.
David X Factor characters, and they're all well designed and very
if you refresh my
very
memory,
loyal to source material.
did they confirm in the cartoon, the original cartoon, that Alex and Scott were brothers? I
They
don't remember
never
if they
talked about
confirmed
it.
They
that.
never talked
All
about it.
brothers, though.
Yeah,
So
they
what
didn't. They did not bring it up.
I suspect they will reintroduce.
So I'm sure they're gonna
Havoc
do it
as
here.
We know him, and
Mhm.
they'll actually have the reveal that they're brothers, because when they had their conflict
Yeah.
in the original X-Men series, their powers cancel each other out, just like the
They
comics.
cancel
So
each other out.
I don't know if we'll get
yeah,
that
we
in
knew that.
97 because the
Information
X-Men are
is
like
there.
time flung all over the place right now. So it's like when we look at what's going on in the current world, we're going to be looking from the perspective of X-Force and X-Factor, not from the X-Men. Is what I
Yeah,
believe.
'cause there's
And
gonna be
then,
a lo- there's
and then
gonna be-
when it
yeah,
all
there's a
comes
time
back
travel element.
together, then we'll get a big, end game version of the X-Men universe in animated form, which hopefully that works out well, because the finale episodes of X-Men 97, the first season, were absolutely phenomenal, untouched as far as comic book
Well-
adaptations go so far.
So the one thing that they didn't introduce that I think they will is they're going to introduce Strive. I think Strive's going to be part of this story.
I think
hope
that's
not.
too much.
That's the most
And also, I don't
convoluted story
like that
in the
much.
history of X-Men.
Yeah, but they're
and
gonna.
they're known for their convoluted stories.
I think they're gonna introduce Strive
Well, that's a
because Cable has a part of it. If you're introducing X-Force, I see them
Oh,
doing
love
the whole-
Strike File. I love Executioner
Yep,
song.
they're gonna
I
do.
love
They're gonna
all
do
of it.
that.
if you put Strife
see all
in
that
there,
happen.
then you got the
Such a hoe for it.
Is very good, but it's a well-told story.
Thank you.
I never actually liked Strife as a character.
Right.
You know,
I think
He was a
the
dick.
problem with blowing Strife up is you make Strife a thing, and Rob Liefeld will be so unbearable on Axe.
he's already unbearable. The new levels of unbearable will be
but if he's out of the zeitgeist
And you don't want to see
slightly,
that?
I don't have to endure it all. If you put him in the zeitgeist of things that I'm paying attention to, then I have to hear it. And I am a fan. I'm a fan of Liefeld, but I don't want to hear about how he's the greatest villain ever just because he's the same as the other guy you made. Like I mean, say what you will about
wasn't
Strife. I think he's got
the
a great
original-
character design.
Isn't
But
Strife the
that's
clone you always wanted?
No, Nate Gray's the clone I always wanted.
Oh, I know, right? The Nate Gray
Yeah.
love.
But
Oh,
Nate Gray's the
Yeah.
He's a clone. Nate Gray. I don't even.
Well,
remember.
he's
he
not.
is a clone.
I don't know if he's a
from
clone.
Cyclops
He's
and
an.
Jean Grey's DNA from the Age of Apocalypse.
Clone
Yeah,
a
he's-
bone.
By the
He
way,
is.
But
He's
he's their kid.
created.
He's not a clone.
have y'all ever considered how many alternate universe Wolverine children and
He's
alternate
Neo.
universe Jean Grey
Infinitely
children
many.
there are in the
Infinitely
timeline,
many.
and how these people have to
Isn't
play
Nate Neo
Papa and
technically?
Mama often.
Nate
Nah.
Gray
I'm
was,
gonna say-
was
I'm
a
gonna say it-
created clone. He's a test tube baby. Mr. Sinister made.
But
that's
still,
not
he
he's
is,
Neo.
he is Jean's baby. When he was
With a
all out of
virus.
control, acting like Jesus, who came and talked him down and put him in his place? Mama Bear Jean. You know?
You
When
talking
Mary-
Age of X-Man because
Mother
I
Mary.
love that.
Mother
I
Mary.
am, but Mama Bear Jean took it down, baby. I
I
was a
love
great time, but she handled
I
it.
love
She
Jean
knew.
Grey.
She
I love
knew.
the Age of
Also,
X-Man.
him falling in love with the clone of his mother is icky, but also like it was really well written. So like, ew, do I kind of like this bizarro?
No,
Insta
but it was
story?
literal embodiment of Electra complex.
I like how the camera is just Mark's hips and crotch over and over.
I know, it's weird. Ew, and he does the tongue.
Now he's
twist.
sticking his tongue out. What are we?
It's because Mark just wants my attention.
I know.
Very sassy, Mark.
There
Very
you go.
sassy.
I mean, for being a gross
Sachet,
old dad, that's some pretty
Shantae.
scandalous shit. You just calm
If
down.
you only knew how many dads I have scandalous online affairs with.
I don't want to know. There is probably a website called dadsdoingschandalousshit.com, and Cliff is
Dad's doing scandalous
Um,
shit with Cliff.com.
No, do you know what? Do you know? Wait. Do you know what I love? So, like, my barber shop is this kind of barber shop where all the dudes are talking like this and all that
Yeah.
shit. And like,
Yum.
so anyhow,
Yum.
my barber, who is not like these guys, he's married to this lovely girl, and her brother is gay. So my barber knows what the grinder sound sounds like, right? And I know what the grinder sound sounds
Is
like.
it a different
And I
alert?
want you to
What does the
know
grounder sound like?
the grinder sound is whatever. That I can't do. I can't do.
Can I download that to make an alert for other things on my phone to confuse
know.
people?
So it's really funny. It's really funny because it started with me looking funny when I would hear the sound, right? And my barber giving me like a dirty look, but not to me, a dirty look like I'm sick of these guys. And he's cut many a dude's hair where he's like, oh my God, you got your wife and kids sitting in the car, and I know that's Grindr. So now all the barbers in the shop know it, right? So they're like, you are all some scandalous DL mofos, right? So and my favorite one is this. So there's this thing that should be avoided at the barbershop where you sit in the chair so your arms are at the shoulder,
Thing.
so that
There's a thing.
your elbow gets a good feel at your barber's business, right?
Don't do that.
Right. Do not do that. Now,
Oh, but I've been cupping them.
Oh,
It's genuinely happened to me on accident, but there are dudes there who are purposely doing it, right? So anyhow, and all the dudes are like, "Come on, man!"
To
But
get a
there's this
feel?
one- yeah, and there's this one guy, and he
Is
is
that
the-
like a thing that excites somebody to rub their elbow on somebody's dong?
yes, because you're getting some information. Like you feel enough to know, right? So
I just don't
how
know.
I
Like,
felt was
I
apparently
like
how
boobies, but I just don't know if like
disgusting.
rubbing a boob with my elbow would do anything for me.
No, you're getting
If
information.
it did, standing in crowded places would be problematic.
Yeah.
No, there's a picture with Chris Claremont, and he's got like side boob of Stephanie's in his chest, and he's getting information too. I can see it on his face. The information he's
Moved
getting.
the chest in a hug is a much different thing, I would think, than a
But
moved
it's still
elbow.
information.
Yeah, but
Oh my
It's
god!
something.
hit a
I feel
certain
like
age.
I feel like Justin is googling titty information with your elbow.
It
right
was
now.
titty information. Claremont had titty information because it was showing on his face.
Tit formation.
Titty information.
Oh my god!
I mean, I like titty
Justin, what part
information.
of
The
the
more I
East
can get, the
Coast
better.
are
He
you?
had
Are
that
you
black
on
hole
the East
sun
Coast?
I can't hear
smile.
what you just said. There's people talking.
Justin, are you on the East Coast?
No, New Hampshire.
New Hampshire?
New Hampshire, yes.
That is the East Coast.
That's East Coast.
That's
enough.
that's the East Coast.
I was thinking West Coast.
That
That's
East Coast.
I was thinking California, so I was on West
That's
Coast.
so. That's like
Yes, man.
It's okay. He's okay.
I don't think
That-
New Hampshire
that
has
is
any
full
ocean
New England.
coastline, though.
That is very full New England. And it's funny because Justin doesn't have that.
Can't get
accent,
more New England than
you know?
that.
No, you don't. You don't have a very harsh, or I don't detect a northeastern accent from you, Justin.
All right, so Justin's 5 hours away from me. All right, I'm gonna come visit. We're gonna go to a comic store. I'm gonna take him out.
You're
to
gonna get
look
a
at
haircut.
these.
You're gonna
We're
rub
get a whole
your
week
elbows
together.
on some dongs.
Karaoke.
No, I'm gonna get dong out of it if I'm lucky. But we're gonna find some titty.
You need to take him out to karaoke because he does "Hungry Like a Wolf" really well. He
Oh
kills
my!
it.
No, does he? No, just is that a real thing?
Yes, it's on my Instagram. It's one of the most recent uploads. If you know how to go to videos from actual posts, it will show up right away. But I uploaded it because on a stream here, when we had Madam on, we were talking about it, and she had said she wanted to see me do it, so I uploaded it on Instagram and had Legion share it to her.
There you go.
Madam.
What are you singing?
We were like,
Hungry
"Well,
like a
you said
wolf.
it."
So is it a real or it's just? Oh wait, no, I found
It's
it.
a
I
real.
found it.
There you go.
Okay, I obviously have to pull it up on my phone because I'm being betrayed by my.
Hey, what's up, Matt?
Matt's in the vehicle.
Mobile Matt.
This is
Driving to
look at
the
him.
doctor's office.
Oh, I was about to say. I thought you were.
I can't even hear
driving
anything.
Tom, like,
I got real
that's been
excited.
like
and I'm like,
4 weeks, bro.
I can't hear anything.
We can hear
Anyway,
you.
Then it's probably good that you're at a doctor's office.
Yeah, you should get that ear checked. All right, everybody. I got to go take my meds and move on with my life this morning. It was good to talk to everybody and check in. I'll see
Yeah,
you all.
I'm heading out for the day, so I'm about to hit the car, be driving. I'm about to kill this stream. I appreciate y'all hopping on. Y'all feel free to hang out and chill backstage all you want to do, but
Yeah,
I'm about to go get ready to do
Cliff, we're on for
honors day stuff.
We're
at the
still on for
kids'
tonight,
school.
Cliff.
No, I just got a taste of
We're
Justin's
still on for
audio.
tonight?
I will be with you tonight.
We're still on for tonight.
Yes, I will. I just said that I probably will not be with Caroline tonight. Because I
It's at
gotta.
7
I
o'clock,
gotta.
though. What's Caroline's thing at?
You know, I am.
Caroline, what's your thing at?
I am like.
What time's yours?
I don't know, Caroline. Maybe I'll.